If you're a real one in this bitch, know you're set up. If you're a freaky thugger, let's shake that booty and show your tits, slut. Everybody not riding with us can get fucked. I'm off that witch blood, unlike my fifth cup. Everything we desire is always near us. I twist my wrist once, my whole clique gets crunk. We take you out to the alley and then you get stomped. I tried to tell you they wild into that southwest funk. Right here it is hell, right here it is pain, right here in the desert. The sun is to blame for all the people that died. The sun's been cooking my brains, and I don't know why, but I'm in love with living this way. Everybody's riding to that southwest funk. 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 You can try to hide at home, but there's home invasions happening. Arizona's known for jacking, not only saguaro cactus, border boys, heavy trafficking, bandages, bloody napkins, and packages filled with uncut crack. I'm the one that's rapping them. If it's funk and it's wartime, I'm standing front line in the battlefield with a Mac drum, so I'm positive that I'm the one that's clapping them. Call murder my passion, but don't call me if you need help. Just close your eyes, let go of it all, and just bleed out. Here it is hell, right here it is pain, right here in the desert. The sun is to blame for all the people that died. The sun's been cooking my brains, and I don't know why, but I'm in love with living this way. Everybody's riding to that southwest funk. Everybody's riding to that southwest funk. Everybody's riding to that southwest funk. Everybody's riding to that southwest funk.
They call me Black Widow, deadly little spider. My love is painful, yeah, I'm a fighter. You followed my scent, tapped on my web. I was gonna scare you away, but I think you should stay instead. Drop from the ceiling, your vibe I am feeling. You smell delicious, yeah, I find you appealing. Oh, you're so cute, I could just eat you, turn your insides to goo, wrap you up and keep you. Baby, I love you, but you gotta die now, you gotta die. Baby, I love you, but you gotta die now, you gotta die. You gotta die. Pull you in with long legs, look into my many eyes, hypnotize, know you'll die, but it's worth the suicide. I sink in my fangs, venom pumping through your veins. It's just a neurotoxin, why you crying in pain? My body's an hourglass, now yours is in paralysis, goosebumps and chills. Ooh, what a thrill this is. Oh, you.
It's the weekly wicked web show with TeamMUJ. Family united, not divided, let me hear you say. It's the weekly wicked web show with TeamMUJ. Family united, not divided, let me hear you say. It's the weekly wicked web show. It's the weekly wicked web show.
I'm dead, Trizz murderous. Dead, Trizz murderous. I'm back from the dead, and that's the microphone falling.
Back from the back.
Yeah, Jiggy Fresh helped me out. You know, y'all were here last week.
Oh shit. Yeah, you guys were here
I
last
threw that fucking box away because that chip haunted me for like a week.
We closed the show out last week with Fred and Jiggy Fresh eating the Patty one chip challenge and dying. Like Jiggy Fresh, like I was afraid to leave your house.
So I appreciate the, you know what I'm saying, the brotherly love and
Brett seemed like he got off a little easy. He only ate a corner of the chip. And
I grazed.
Yeah. Oh,
I just didn't want you guys to see me die.
Fuck that shit.
Like,
Jiggy was a G about it, 100% though too, because he sat here with us for a long time, fought it out. But it was really when it got to the post show that you could see it starting to affect Jiggy in different ways. He started having like a stutter to his speech. Like it was definitely like he got bit by like a snake or something.
well, I told you there. Oh damn, I believed it.
What about you there, bro?
Oh my! I got my secret here.
Woo woo! Shout out everybody in the chat right now.
Oh, yeah.
Big Demon,
And
Death Destroyer, Relic, Bridget, Easy, Juggalo, Sal, motherfucking TPC.
the whole gang is here.
Gang. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got a good ass show tonight.
Hey,
Let's talk about this trip over here, man.
Right? You can't. Oh, you guys can't see it. It's all green. But there's 5 things to expect, and I legit expected our experience
Shout out
all
Davey.
5, and it was horrible. The strike to your mouth, yeah, the heat was definitely hot. Then your senses, it said senses recoil, hyperhypnosis. That minute tank was definitely the worst part of this shit. That shit hurt. And then that serpent spiral.
While
after it was
on the
over,
show, Jiggy was dying on the top of the stairs. You guys thought I was like bullshitting. I was like calling him down here to fucking to finish the show because I wasn't sure how much he was. And I saw him dying at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
So that was even before you were doing like the metal shit, because then when he came back down here, he kind of got back to normal almost for a minute. Started the live stream on IG, and then during that, his speech patterns are like
The demeanor went gone.
right
Got
up.
pale,
He was like,
pale in the
yeah,
face.
it's like,
Yo.
he got super like
He got
super
pale.
Yeah, remember that Jiggy now? He was more about my complexion, like closer to
I was
Matt's
gonna say,
complexion. He changed. He you could see the color change, and then the way he was talking. Do you remember that shit? He was like,
Bro.
"Hey guys,
After this shit went down, when everybody
frantically.
that I did, bro. I went from being hot to having chills to fucking praying on that shit myself to fucking puking, and like it was terrible.
we went outside, we smoked a junta, and we were talking about it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And damn, you know, we come back inside and Jordan had made some cookies earlier in the show, and
Those were fucking lifesavers, yo.
Hey,
so I saw the cookies on the tray as we were coming downstairs, so I grabbed the fucking cookies and I come downstars, and I'm checking out Jiggy, like, real, I really had to ask him, no bullshit. I'm like, God, all bullshit aside, are you really okay? Am I gonna be allowed to leave? You know what I'm saying? Is it really okay? And he's like, yeah, bro, just leave me alone or whatever.
Yeah,
so then,
I want to be left alone.
so when he said that, I was like, okay. So then I pulled my cell phone out, you know what I'm saying? And then I started recording.
the video, I'll give out permission. You guys will see the death-defying aftermath of that ship. And
look,
my cheeks look good in them shorts though. I ain't gonna lie.
I only took this video because I knew that Jiggy was gonna survive. But what's fucked up though is that when I got home, I had posted something I posted the graphic for the thumbnail or whatever, because I paid that still while I was chilling here. But I got home and I sent that, and then I sent the video, but I deleted the video out of the group chat just until the morning. So until Jiggy messaged back in the group chat and said, "Hey guys, I'm alive." I was like, all right. And then once we got to talk in the morning, I immediately sent the video, and I'm gonna share this video with you guys then in here right now. Right, Jiggy? Is that okay?
That's fine, bro.
I hope you guys can hear the audio in this video. The audio in this video is really much more important.
The audio is better because you can hear Prez coming downstairs. And he's like, "Yo, fuck that shit, bro." And then Bobby's just smacking on his coochie like, "Hey, bro, you good? You need some milk? All right, bro.
It's fucked up.
All right, we're taking off."
This is real friendship though.
Yeah, yeah.
Before this, it might sound
At the bus said, "Oh, that's not cool."
Before this though, I did make sure that he was okay and alive and not dead.
They did. They made sure that was good for them.
I'm gonna play this video. I hope you guys can hear the sound now.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit, bro.
You know what I mean?
Bro, that is so crazy. You okay? Get some milk.
That's like,
Okay.
yeah, the real.
Hey, that Venom,
Oh,
that,
shout out Michelle.
that leg twitch was a Venom like
Shout out Billy Gates.
sent me the fucking pack.
The cookie fucking.
The cookie one was the best part of the video, bro. Yeah, my leg, that whole twitch. Let me
Hey, but like, I saw him doing that from here when we were still on the show. I was like, yo, G's up there like twitching. He's twitching.
That was a Venom, bro. That whole twitch literally was me letting myself know that like you're still
Alive.
alive, like you're all right. Like that's why my
You ain't dead yet.
and then helping settle like my stomach and calm myself down, bro. That's why I was like, all right, my legs still moving, I can feel it, we're good. You know what I'm saying? That was my whole thing behind the leg switch, dude. But then like that position I was in,
Yo, that's how you know it was serious because when you when you were a little kid or when you got little kids now, when they come into your room, they got one fucking half sock out there. That's how you know it's serious. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's if it wasn't serious, you would have fixed that sock. You know what I'm saying?
no, hey,
We did kind of, we gave him a nuts, but what?
I didn't want to touch him because I don't want him to throw up on
no,
me.
after all that shit happened, man, like
I give him a little foot.
I went through fucking
Like we give him a foot.
I went through chills, I went through sweating, I went through when I woke up, like my girl came downstairs and was like, "Are you okay?" Like I woke up in the morning and my shirt, my shorts were in the bathroom. My shirt was like where I was laying in that video. My chain, like I got so hot, like even the chains and like the little medallion we wear was making me hot. Like my hat was off, my sock was half on.
It's funny that we were talking about it in the group chat. I was like, this motherfucker turned into like a werewolf and shit. Set his fucking clothes, taking his shit off. I'm like, yo, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, it got real bad. So my advice to anybody in the chat,
Hey, really?
anybody watching right now, no matter who, unless it's like a ridiculous amount of money, don't fuck with that shit.
Don't
It's not worth it.
When I left, Jordan was sitting on the couch and I was like, all right, at least Jordan's like at this level of the house, so you can yell to her and she'll hear him from where she's at. I was like, you know, I should like, she was asleep with the baby, and I was like, I almost was like, hey, like, you should wake up and check on Jiggy, but I was like, all right, he'll be all right.
It was fucked up because one of my operators at work, bro, called me like 2 o'clock in the morning, was like trying to FaceTime me, and I was like, I didn't answer. I was like looking at my phone like I was stood under the couch, bro. And then the next day I texted him like, "Yo, you good, bro? Like, what's up? Like, I was dying when you called." And then he's like, "Yeah, I just wanted to come out, bro." I was like, "No, I'm dying. I'm dying."
Look, Jiggy wanted to eat that chip though too. I don't want anyone to think that he was forced, coerced in any type of way. Jiggy full on knew that he was eating the chip. He knew that he was eating the chip already.
Yeah.
And he didn't even take much talking into. But I will have to say that if Jiggy knew that he was eating this chip, why the fuck would he drink 5 spicy micheladas right before this shit? So here, not only did Jiggy lube his body with hot and spicy beer, then he ate this fucking shit, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, the fear was there, bro. Like, dog, like no bullshit. When we and Bobby did it a couple years ago, like it was not that bad. Like it was bad, but I don't remember it being that bad.
Dog, it was bad. Why do you think I didn't want to do it again this time? I was so
Well, I know,
mad.
like you died, but like
Yeah, so I died this time, or last time you died this time, I guess. I mean,
no.
look, dog, I did not make
Peer
Jiggy
Pressure is Fucking really?
This motherfucker was like dead set on that even before we got here.
Dude, listen, 100%.
I got real into the motherfucker.
I tried to vote.
Hey, Prez fucked up.
Yeah, Prez fucked up.
Prez opened the chip. Once Prez opened the chip, Jiggy also then went serious, but was like, hey, dog, you have to eat that chip now. Because I held that chip closed for 3 years. Now you have to eat it. So Prez opened that chip and like with the most cockiest attitude in the world. I was sitting next to Prez and he opened that chip like, oh, eat the fuck out of this chip. And then slowly you can see the fear start getting into the Prez, you know?
When we toasted the chips, and I had mine in my bare fingers and his still having to wrap, I was like, it's about to go south. I just ate that bitch.
I do have a behind the scenes video because I filmed it here next to it. I focused mainly on Prez, but in the video you see how quickly Jiggy devours the chip. That was Jiggy's only smart move, was to eat the chip as fast as he did. The longer you keep it in the mouth, the longer you keep it in the mouth.
Oh, the chip only be really quick.
It's also it fucks, you know, it'll fuck you up.
Yo, that chip is no hope. Like, I don't know about like the past 2 years because I didn't do the blue chip and I didn't do the one after the 2020 or whatever. But this one was hella worse than the fucking one. For me anyway. Like, it was bad. Like, it was legit.
Jiggy's the G though, because you go back and watch that video and he basically sits here the whole time.
They tried to close the show without me here, and I came back, and then we ran. I started the live before we even got off of here.
Yeah,
I started the IG live, and then once we got off the IG, I just continued on the IG, our YouTube, and continued IG and shit.
Get some milk.
He needs some milk. Straight up that shit, but I'm here. I'm alive. I ain't dead yet.
Hell yeah.
You know what
That
I'm
puts
saying?
us back for 2 weeks in a row here on the Weekly Webshow. We got a dope ass show tonight. You know, we'll be talking Coronella. We'll be talking about, we got really a lot of shit to talk about. Honestly, just before the show got started, we got told at some point during the show
Something super was gonna happen.
Yeah. And I don't want to hype it up too much, but I just know that there was already a tease as to what it is. And G just said the tease again. But we have a big, potentially, something to share for you guys later on to the show. We also, for the first time this season, will be bringing a brand new special guest to the Weekly Web Show. Already chilling in the green room, which is dope as fuck. We have Wr8thy come to the show on a podcast run right now through the fucking underground. We'll be chopping it up about this and that. But right after this break, we're going to end up bringing her in to chop it up really about everything that we have in the notes tonight. So we'll be talking Wr8thy stuff. We'll be talking TeamMUJ stuff. Chat, go off, go crazy in this motherfucker. We're about to look, since there is no Coronella videos, we're gonna just play one off of Ouija Macc shit for it'll be just the audio. But you guys hype before the show. Shout out everybody in the chat. Much love and love. We're about to get this shit going. Man, we got some crazy shit to go on throughout the show tonight too. So sit tight. Here we go. It's the Weekly Wicked Web Show. I still love you.
Let's go. Lil Juggalo, rock the party stove, cash and bottles, guess that's a party though. Drama started, they so departed though. I ain't sorry though, that's the barrio where the body go. Don't nobody know, ain't nobody say shit the way it go. They been missing since couple weeks ago. Probably should've known, leave the streets alone. If somebody going, I ain't fucking going. Downwind when that chopper blowing. Lot of shit these little busters speaking on, they ain't really on. We be really knowing, say my name trying to bring commotion. Cause your wave got no motion. Your money moving slow motion. We move like we stole something. Tiptoe in your backyard. Swipe it all like a black card. All these rappers just act hard. We know you ain't that hard. Ouija that Mac, that beast, I'm an asshole. Iced out rope on my neck like a lasso. I can act like with the beam for the blast off. Worth a little money, but I'm not worth the hassle.
keep it a buck, keep it 100, ain't giving a fuck. Don't talk to a bitch unless she giving it up. We out in the inland and living it up. I'm thugging it out till I'm richer than Trump. It's open containers and weed in the trunk. The pistol on tuck, right next to the it'll probably go off as soon as it blunt. Weed smoke got my eyes low. High as fuck, so I drive slow. All this liquor got my mind going. I'm in the dark with some fine hoes. They ripping off all my nice clothes. Mean girls and some nice hoes. And some nice toes. I know where to find hoes. Sliding up and down baseline. Dope stronger than the baseline. On the grind, never waste time. Waste yours, but never waste mine. They send a love life, but I hate mine. Yeah, this bitch here, but she ain't mine. And she can't slide if she ain't fine. Straight up.
What's up?
Move back.
Tell me that afterwards, I guess. I almost told Matt to continue what he was saying, but I'm actually going to talk about that in another episode at some point. Because
Yo, Frank the Tank is still alive, not a joke. We do not tolerate any Frank the Tank disrespect.
Frank the Tank was a really nice guy. He was never wrong with us.
Frank the Tank. But yeah.
Bro, all right, so Coronella, super gas. We're going to talk about that more. But like I said, we have a super special guest. Really like old school Jugs have been fucking with our next guest for like years or whatever now. And just like, you know, this ever evolving carnival, we get to fuck with this artist in a new way. And I think it's super dope and timely for whatever's going on right now. So, I mean, really, this shit should have happened like months ago. But we're really happy to welcome the next guest, Wr8thy. You guys know her as Legal. We're gonna call her Wr8thy probably for the rest of the show, but that's how it goes. Welcome to the fucking show.
What up, man?
Hey, welcome to the show.
Yo, much love. Thank you for making the time and coming and kicking it with us tonight.
No, thank you guys for having me. I'm so fucking excited to be here, for real.
Hell yeah, that's the shit. Like you said, you know, I know you've been on the show and shit before, you watched the show and shit before, so it's really cool to finally have you on. I know, like, we've talked about it, and with Bridget, we've even talked about it, like, several times, like, it'd be cool to happen, so, like,
Hell
that's
yeah.
just dope.
Hell yeah. No, thank you. I feel like the timing is perfect, honestly.
Hell yeah. And I know you're just coming off of Don Chaos's Hour of Chaos podcast. I watched a little bit of that. How was that, though?
Thank you. Yeah. Like I said on the show, it's kind of like a rite of passage these days. You know what I mean? Like going on Hours of Chaos is kind of like, you know, where you can really like start. And it's only going to go up from here. I love him. I met him, I think, at the DC G-Con a few years back in Colorado. And, you know, he's doing his thing and his girl and, you know, they're doing their thing. So I was really happy to be on there and really kind of like get to tell my story a little bit and, you know, just get myself out there. Cause like the momentum, I can feel it. It's real and I ain't fucking going anywhere. So I'm happy.
Yeah, that's for sure. For sure. Yeah, I love going on Don's Chaos or his podcast then too. It's always fun. And I think like a lot of times when people go over there, it's like, it's really fun then too. He brings so many people, like different guests. So sometimes it's like, I miss a lot of the shows, but then I try to catch some of them and he always puts it out. So like when I saw that you were on his show, it was like right around the time that we were talking on this, but like it kind of goes into things that we've been talking about in the last few shows. I feel like really like you being on ours and being on Don's and like if you go on to anyone else's, I feel like that's like really needed in this community right now. Like it's always going to be a different like interaction with if you're on any other podcast or whatever. So
right.
Anybody else who's watching, definitely have Wr8thy on your show right now, because this is like Violent J just did that radio podcast run. I feel like in the underground, it needs to be done a lot more to help underground artists push projects, push their albums and shit like that. And really like, I feel like, you know, this type of shit should happen more. So it was dope that you were on Don Chaos. And I'm like super happy that you had time to come around.
Yeah, no, he's the shit for real. And it's true. It's like social media, you can only do so much by posting, sharing images, sharing stories. You know, I try to, you know, do as much as I can, but when you can actually come on and show your face and speak, you know, I think it goes way farther. So I'm soup that there's so many dope ass Juggalo podcasts right now. Like it's awesome. There's almost, it's like too much. It's hard for me to keep track of sometimes. For real.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, like Jiggy, like we don't even watch a lot of them because we also don't want to interfere with anything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So like to help us kind of stay in our lane, we really only watch the people that we know that like we've already like watched and know they aren't doing the same thing that we do. So
that's like when we did the podcast thing together. Like some of these guys we like seen, you know, promoting their stuff here and there, but never met them or never watched their show and stuff. And it's not like a disrespect thing. We don't want to like, I guess, fight or like someone will say, oh, well, they got that smart shit or whatever.
Right. No, what you guys are doing is so original, and you guys have been doing it for a grip now. So thanks for contributing such a positive aspect to the culture. Because for real, like the way you guys do it, it's so laid back, it's so chill. It's just like a little party every time. And I really loved what they did at the gathering this year, even though I couldn't be there. I thought it was dope that they really gave you guys that kind of platform for, you know, all the podcasts to come together and do their live show. And like, I hope they do that again, for real.
Yeah, thank you. I hope they continue that too. So like they did it last year, they did it this year, and I hope that like really they continue that more, because I think they are like noticing more that there are all these like, you know, Juggalo content creators, you know, and they all do different things, you know, Humble Among, you know, like us and, you know, Carnival Spirits and all that. So it is pretty tight. Like I hope that they do kind of go into that more. Really it is. It's like it's in this like you were saying about like social media, you can really only do so much with that and these days, and having these like not just like video, but like a long format conversation that you can have. You really don't get that with just like
it's more personal, it's more real, you know. And
and I just do want to say I appreciate you saying the whole like it's a party thing, because we get that a lot, that like everybody likes to just come and chill. So that's what we like about it. It's like it's not just always like interviews and like asking questions. It's like, hey, just come kick it. You guys want to come on the show? Bet we'll send you the link. Come chop it up with us, whatever it is. You know? We like having that vibe that everybody's here with us, and even at the podcast event this year, EC Juggalo was like, man, I always feel like I'm there with you guys, and you know, kids are asleep. I roll my shit up, pour my drink, and I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope that a lot of people like. It's just not one person saying that. It's like we hear that a lot, and it makes us like the right shit.
Hell yeah, keep it up, fellas. Keep it up. Whoop whoop.
And really, like, you know, like Jake said, we don't really do a whole lot of like, not the interview format is weird as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time that we talk to somebody, we just like already hit it off like well, just like we hit it off like we're homies already. You know what I'm saying? Most people that we have on the show, like only a few, is it like the first time we've had like a long conversation. I mean, like even in this case, it'll be like that, but it seems like we've known each other a lot longer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
But like really right now, I know that most of the people who are watching are like aware of what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But like back in the day, like I would say probably about as early as like 2002, I heard of illegal, you know what I'm saying? What is, you know, that like I know there's a lot of stuff I want to know about that, but I know so much has changed, and right now, you know, the Wr8thy project is booming. It's fucking hot as fuck. And like really, you know, it's always best to focus on the present and the future than the past. So let's start with that though. Like, you know, I know that you've been involved in so much. So when did you finally decide to take so much of the cultures that you're involved into and start this project?
Yeah, so it all kind of spawned about 5 years ago. It was about a month after Woodstock. So that was the gathering in 2018. I have, dabbled in other types of music. I've been to other festivals. Living in Denver, Colorado for 5 years, I was exposed to a lot of different music, and I was just kind of taking it all in. And really, I just kind of had this idea, like, how dope would it be to take, like, there's a plethora of music. The ICP alone discography is fucking balls deep. Like, there's just so much. And like, I thought, how great would it be to sample some of this stuff and mix it in with like other EDM, maybe make mashups of common themes of that are within songs, because they talk about similar things throughout the whole, the whole story of ICP. They touch on different things, but in different songs. And so I was like, man, it's like picking apart a puzzle and then making a whole new, piece of music out of it. And so, yeah, it was about 5 years ago that I had this like idea, and I just started writing everything down. And I would just listen to songs and like hear in my head, like, oh, that would sound good with that, or that, like, this beat reminds me of that. And like, I just started writing shit down and making playlists on Spotify. And, coming up with this Wr8thy entity was definitely inspired by, me being a Wraith era Juggalo. That's definitely what kind of sucked me into actually like calling myself a Juggalo. And gathering and going to ICP shows was definitely like the Wraith era. So I thought, how great would it be to like kind of embody this entity that we all know and love, and just make some fucking dope ass new music and like give back to the culture and give back to the scene that's given me so much over the last 20 fucking years. So
that's super dope. But like, I feel like, after being in this culture for so long, that you do develop your multiple like renditions of yourself as you grow. And like, I do dig that about what this project is. And I think that more people in the Juggalo community making art need to like expand on other things that they're into as well, and bring that into the art that they do for this Juggalo shit. I know, like, Darby does it, Chunk does it, and other artists. It's not like it's not done, but like what you're doing, I think that's also fresh, because I do know of like all the other music that you're into and the other events that you go to, and then you see those, and like you want to be able to bring those two things together, those multiple things together. So I think that's really fresh with this project that you are doing.
yeah, I feel like people are more intrigued about Juggalos and Juggalo culture than ever before. Like we went from being shunned and made fun of to almost being like revered and respected, which is fucking awesome to me. So I think people are intrigued. They just don't know about it. So, to be able to maybe expand on that and not just like make music for Juggalos to vibe to, which is obviously the, number one thing I'm trying to do. But who knows, like with this project, it could expand out and maybe get some other people that are interested, but maybe scared to go to an ICP show, intimidated, they can listen to a mix and vibe with it, and maybe consider like, oh, well, shit, like this is
not all that bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and like I think that even when you do, like, you see the gathering and stuff more and more these days, that like, Juggalos definitely aren't in this like closed circle where so many of them listen to so much other shit. So like when you do like, I've had the opportunity to play some music at the gathering. When you have an opportunity, like when you see that, like if you don't stay in the box, a lot of times you get a bigger pop than you would if you stayed in that box,
Right.
So I think that's really fresh. I really like the mix that you're doing are dope as fuck. But then like even just recently you let out something that like wouldn't have just been Juggalo focused, and it's really like I think that's super dope. And like how many projects have you let out under the Wr8thy name so far?
I'm not really sure. I did like 3 like extended play mixes. One's an hour, one's about 35 minutes, and one's about 12 minutes. Those are the ones I'm like super proud of, but I've been kind of adapting more into taking the pieces of the mixes and making them actual like songs, instead of just like, okay, here's one long mix. It's like, well, no, let's break it down into the actual remix or mashup or whatever and putting those out. So there's a handful of stuff on my SoundCloud and Bandcamp, and due to, copyright laws, I can't get my shit on Spotify, which is fine right now. You know what I mean? But I'm working with what I got, and yeah, I have a lot of stuff in the works too, like some.
I really like that low remix that's on here. Then it's super fresh.
I'm so proud of that one because we all know that Low was based on the Time of the Seasons by the Zombies,
Yeah.
which is that old school song. So to be able to kind of like throw those little samples in there, but then like that Zoo song, and you know, I'm not trying to call people out, but I don't know how many Juggalos actually know about Zoo, who's like a house DJ and producer, but the song like that he made, I Came for the Low, it just like matched up so perfectly in my head. When I actually got to tweaking it, I was like, this is fucking fire, like this is dope, you know. So I'm really proud of that one.
We were just bumping the Low right before we came on live, and I was like, our shit's just so gas. Like,
Yes.
we came together and like playing like you said, like the whole, you know, Time of the Season, all that shit. Like it just, oh man, it's just so good when it came together. You know, like we were bumping it, like talking about in our group chat, like, bro, you gotta beat these, you gotta beat Wr8thy shit, dude. Like it's so gas, like the way you mix it.
Thank you.
It came out, all the mixes came out really good.
Yeah, but like, even like the long format mixes, like, you know, we were bumping those, and I feel like, I mean, those have been out for like close to a year or so already. That's why I feel like we slacked on getting you onto the show, because you know what I'm saying? Like we've been bumping this shit for like, it feels like at least years getting some of these mixes already. You know what I'm saying?
Well, before we knew who Wr8thy actually was.
Yeah.
It's like we had the Wr8thy thing out there,
Yeah.
and then it was like slowly come together, and then like you're putting out hints, and then like
Yeah, I feel like
we kind of almost put it together, because then we seen Bridget posting a lot, of like, man, something got to be like, you know, tied up here. But like we started, and then we did the reveal. I was like, holy shit, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And I know you were talking about like on socials and shit about not doing the music anymore, going a different route with the music and all this other stuff. And then reveal, we're like, oh shit, this is dope. And it's like so hype even more now. You know what I'm saying? But,
that's awesome to hear, because I was almost like not gonna, like I was gonna be like this androgynous, like wearing a mask, like no one was gonna know who the fuck I was. And talking with Bridget and shit, she's like, you gotta fucking let him know it's you. And I was like, but bro, like, I don't know, maybe I'll just, you know, maybe it'll be better if just nobody knows who the fuck this Wr8thy is, you know. But I'm glad the cat's out of the bag. Like, it's been nothing but love, honestly. Like, you know, you never know how it's gonna be received, or like who has this like weird like opinion about you because of the past and all this shit. But I'm like, fuck all that. Like, I'm a fucking Juggalo at heart. Like, I'm so proud. I want to rep this shit and give back and be a positive force in the community. So of course I'm gonna fucking say it's me. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Yeah, that's the shit. I'm glad that you did. And like I said, Bridget was telling me about stuff, and then when like I heard the mix, I thought it's like a good ass idea. And I know that like you've had a lot to like, you know, a lot of come up in like the rave DJ type culture. So it's really cool to see you bring that into it. And like, I'm sure that a lot of time in Colorado had influence on that. I mean, you know, when it comes to like bringing this as a DJ project, like what were some of your like major influences musically and creatively?
yeah, so at the time when I kind of created this idea, you know, like DJ Chunk wasn't really like, you know, he was just kind of getting started. Dev, same thing. It wasn't like it is now with all of this shit popping, you know, which I love and appreciate. Like Chunk and Dev are fucking amazing, and I love what they do. But when I kind of got this idea, it actually spawned from an artist named Suhan, this DJ producer from Baltimore. And what he would do is like cut like all these songs that you know and love and mash them up together and make this like awesome dance track. And I said, wow, like this guy's schooling it. He's super underground, you know, and I really was inspired by him, and he's still doing shit. And it's funny, he actually just did a fucking Time of the Season remix, and I was like, bro, are you for real? Like, and I sent him my shit, and he was like, whoa. And so it's just cool. And like, you know what he was doing, I was like, bro, if I can do this for Juggalo, like exclusively kind of like Juggalo shit, like dude, I got this. So like he was a huge influence at, you know, at the time. And of course, like the Mikey Clark murder mixes, I mean, those are so fucking gas. Like obviously he's just cutting up his own shit, but at the same time, it was like breathing new life into these old songs, you know? So Mikey Clark and Suhan were definitely like, you know, two of my biggest influences when I got this shit popping.
That's super fresh. And like I said, I totally dig that shit. Just to be able to take like what you're influenced in other worlds and bring that into what your heart's in. I think that's super fresh, and it is. I think like definitely more people in this Juggalo culture need to embrace the other things that they like, that they're closeted about. You know what I'm saying? Some people are afraid to tell other people like Jugs like what other music they bump or whatever, but embrace that shit and run with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and right now it is. It's such a creative time, and you can feel it everywhere. So
Yeah.
it is. It's like even the things that you do, like are inspiring here to see the rebirth and to see what you're doing with it now is fresh as fuck. For sure.
I'll just say one of my favorite things to do is to go to like other concerts or festivals and fucking rep Juggalo shit. And you'd be surprised like how many people will come up to you and recognize the Hatchet Man or recognize the logo and whoop at you and give you daps and give you a hug. And I mean, you're not at a Juggalo event and and it's just like, it's just amazing how the culture has evolved in a way that is become so like loved and adored and accepted. Like, it's just the fact that people can see the fucking Hatchet Man chain that you're wearing and know like, oh shit, ICP, that's what's up. Or they'll show you like some old Riddle box tattoo that they have or something. Like, it blows my mind, really.
It's funny that you say that because we just moved into this house like March, something like that. And the gas station down the road, I always stop at when I go before work or whatever. I walked in and now I got my Hatchman tattoos on my hand, my C-17. And I go to pay for whatever I'm paying. This guy goes, "Oh man, whoop whoop." And I was like, "What?" And he shows me his arm and he's got the fucking jug tat, he's got the Hatchman on there. And then even there was like this old lady that was working there at the gas station. She was like, "Oh, I haven't seen one of those in so long. My kids used to go on this shit. My favorite song is Chicken Hunting," and like this, like started going on about all this shit, dude. And it's crazy that like so many people recognize this shit now. And like, I think when me and my lady had went out to like lunch or like dinner somewhere one day, and this lady seen the tattoos and was the same thing. She was like, started saying, "Oh, you didn't know this old lady knew this kind of stuff." like hell yeah, dude. Like it's fucking dope as hell.
Yeah, no, it's one of my most favorite things to do, honestly. Like go out into the world and you'll be surprised who comes out of the woodwork like, oh shit, it's a trip.
It's either you get the like excited people like, "Oh shit, what up?" Whoop whoop, or you get like, "Oh man, ICP still making music."
Yep.
Yeah, motherfucker. They told you we clouds don't die. We're still here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like I hate when I get that though, because they're like, "Oh, you still listen to ICP?" Like I was with them in high school. Like, yeah, so now I'm still listening to them. So like,
Yeah, sorry.
Going off of that, like to think even back in early 2000s, and I know that like 2007 ish or whatever. I know that you were doing like a lot of really big shit in the time with that. Like with where things were then and things where they're at now, like besides the obvious differences, like do you almost still feel that there is like the magic that was brewing almost back then is happening again now? Is that what kind of brought you back into doing this music and taking these fucking crazy risks to be in front of these fucking crazy ass people again? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's funny you mentioned 2007 because that was the year I was booked officially to play The Gathering, and it was such a big fucking moment for me. I felt like years of hard work had and it was 1 o'clock on a fucking side stage. Like, trust me, it was paying my dues, but it was so magical that I had gotten to that point. And I feel like back in those days it was magical, but there was also a lot of fucking competition. And I felt like a lot of the rappers that were kind of, fighting for these chances, they weren't even like really down for anything other than what they were doing. And I feel like what's different now is that all the people that are doing shit and creating, they're all fucking down as fuck. And there's no question about it. You know what I mean? And that's what I appreciate about the culture right now, and everyone that's popping and everyone that's creating, 90%, like all you guys have been down as fuck. Like there's no question in it. We've all been in this scene together for so long that we can sniff out the noobs. Like, you know what I mean? It's like we all know each other. So what I like about it now is it's so much more inclusive, and the people that are doing it for the right reasons.
100%. That's like even with like this whole podcast shit is like we talk about how, you know, we're not really as tuned in with Juggalo YouTube. We're just more tuned into the Juggalo shit. But like, really, we feel like I think that the reason why like we get along with everyone who does the podcast shit is because it is like there is no competition really anymore, because the people who are going to do it or get it done.
Yep.
Get out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know still every once in a while they're like a few people sneak in and fucking get some clout off us for a little while or whatever, but they easily get found out, and the ones who are on there and putting it in, you know, they still get shined out. And I feel like that does happen in this generation more. You know what I'm saying? Me and Batman from the local sound crew were talking the other day. I feel like what also has happened then too is that the Juggalos are much more down to receive what people are putting out than they ever were before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, like, I don't think the door was closed on being a Juggalo, but I think the door was closed on being like a Juggalo rapper for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Where people were just like done with the shit. And I think nowadays, like, people are a lot more receptive to it all again, where they weren't for a long time. You know?
Yeah. Well, it got saturated, you know?
Yeah, I think it got more receptive too, is because like you were saying, Wr8thy, that like the people, you can see who's really down for it now. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell that those were probably the young jugs back in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? They're coming up now and still like never strayed away from it. You know what I'm saying? They never went, oh, it's just like we like say that our parents should tell us it's a bad thing or whatever, but like it's not. And then you can tell the people that stayed on that path, like, you know, this is my shit, this is what I'm running with, this is where we're going, and I'm not going that way. There's a lot of the people that are coming up now, and like a lot of people that you can still see that have been around for a long time, and like you might, you know, just
even for jugs, like
just noticing them.
Yo, I also want to do a whole video on jugs under 30. So, but I feel like there's jugs under 30 who are like getting it, like who have like, you know, they don't get really, I mean, I guess there's a new depth to look forward to, but it's like they don't have shit to look forward to anymore. They're not coming up like we did. But now like people like Will Gates or Fro or whatever are jugging like just as hard for the culture. Like, so it's not even people who have been around for fucking ever or whatever. It's like these motherfuckers who like are seeing that, damn, this like we're Juggalo as fuck, and that the Juggalo culture is accepting that Juggalo shit. Like we talked about in the last podcast, like Will Gates is like like what we look like if we were fucking teenage Juggalos or whatever, oversized sweaters and fucking clothes, and talking about scratching our nuts on social media or whatever. Like, but it was no social media type beat, but still, like you look at like that there is still like, whether it's, you know, we're respecting where like, you know, the old Juggalos or people who've been down or whatever, but it's also like I don't know, right now the culture is still borderline where it's like, you know, it's trendy again or whatever, but at the same time it's like you don't like, there's really no point in faking being a Juggalo or whatever. So yeah, like, so I feel like nowadays like there's a bunch of young Juggalos who are coming up just as hard as we were coming up though back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
It's beautiful to watch, you know, it's beautiful to watch, and you can tell like their hearts are really in it. And it reminds me of when I first, you know, became a part of this culture and decided to rap and wanting to be that female force that wasn't really represented at the time, and how excited I was and just geeked, you know what I mean? So it's really great seeing, you know, these young jugs, and you can tell that their hearts are in the right place, you know, for sure.
And there are a few of them out there that definitely are, and it's wild. Like I just been thinking about it. I don't know, young jugs under 30. I don't know, like we're all getting old now. I was like, yo, I need to do a whole fucking segment where I'm just fucking talking to these young jugs under 30 who are out there getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. Yeah, because I gotta start living through those motherfuckers too, since I spend most of my time in the back.
I vicariously lived through Will Gates.
Through Will Gates, 100% at the gathering.
Will Gates is my young drug self.
Yo, the other night though, in
Jumping in
Milwaukee,
crowds and being,
I was living vicariously through the homie Nick Bazaar. He was out there like living his best motherfucking life, and I was like, yo, like, oh, this is so great. So shout out Nick Bazaar and
Nick
motherfucking
Bazaar,
Jet, though. He was
Yeah,
like, yo,
shout
he was
out
living
Nick
his
Bazaar.
best life in Milwaukee. I thought that was gas as fuck, man. Yeah, straight up. Right now though, like, you know, like we're saying, there is a lot of jugs and a lot of shit buzzing out there, but like, who's inspiring you now in this culture? Is there like, you know, the solid motherfuckers who are up there, and then is there anyone who's like coming up that's got your attention?
Yo, I am fucking loving what Dev is bringing to our scene. Like he's kind of taking some of the ideas that I had and, you know, breathing it into life. And he's an amazing fucking producer. Like I can't even fuck with what he does with those trap beats. Like he has done amazing fucking things for, you know, a lot of artists. Like the beats he's made for ICP, the beats he's made for Ouija Macc, the beats he's made for Darby. Like I am so all about it. Like Whispers from the fucking Medicine Cabinet.
Yeah.
I cannot even tell you how many times I've listened to that song strictly because of the beat. And then you got Darby's fucking sick ass wicked shit flowing over it. Like, dude, Creek is
Yo, them two
great.
together are a problem.
Yeah, Darby's the GOAT. Dev's the GOAT. He's the most inspirational motherfucker. Dev does things that, yeah, for real, that I love that he does it. He gives me ideas all the time, you know what I'm saying? He's the biggest fucking inspiration.
He's a chameleon, and he can make, like, he can take anybody's sound, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he adapts to their style. Like, if you listen to, like we talked about it too, like, you listen to Creek and you listen to, like, anything like he's done for Ouija, it doesn't sound the same.
No.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing that sounds the same is the tag, you know, then you get the Dev or whatever. But like,
and I want to talk more Coronella here in a few, but even the shit that he does on there, he makes West Coast beats on it.
Yeah.
The beat for Terror, the beat of like the Terror beat, I was like, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like he does everything, and it's like,
yeah.
Like even, you know, like the Ricky Hill shit, the Problem Children shit, like the 100 missed calls when you hear that the depth, like we call it the depth tones. You know what I'm saying? You get the depth of the guitar, you get the depth tones. You're like, bro, this dude, and that's why we call him a god, man. Like this dude, and he's humble. And he's humble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
he's not
he's down as fuck.
Absolutely. He's not one of those people that like, yeah, I made it now, like fuck you guys, you know. But Devro is he's a fucking homie, he's the fucking god of this shit.
Yeah, no, he's the GOAT for real. Like I'm loving everything he's creating, and I can't wait to see what else he does. Like he's schooling shit so hard.
Absolutely. And like I said, man, like Darby's saying right now, the most versatile artist in the game. Like the dude, I like to call him a chameleon, like I said, because he adapts to everybody's.
We started the show playing that Southwest Funk, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we've heard other tracks, you know.
That song has been stuck in my head since it fucking dropped. I'll just be like, everybody, like I fucking love that shit. And like Relic said, the guitar, like I mean, the fact that he can fucking add guitar, I mean, that is just like some next level shit. Like he's a real
guitar. He's a real musician. He's like, you know, we talked about it a lot on the show, and like, you know, a lot of times you don't look at what's happening now, you know what I'm saying, as you will in the future or whatever. You know, we lived through Mikey Clark, and we're living through the Death Row era right now. And when, you know, when this is all said and done or whatever, like, man, that Death Row era was something super fucking special, you know. Like, we're living through that same thing that like we look back on the Mikey Clark era, and now we're looking at that shit with the Death era. This motherfucker's playing guitar. This motherfucker's cutting mixes. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's doing it all. Like, you know, like these new mixes that he's done, like, you know, the Ain't Yo Business and stuff. You know, like
love
super
it.
fucking gas. The way he's like, we were talking, you know, like, you know, Devs, you know, we've had, you know, had the pleasure of being able to talk to him, and like seeing him. I was one of the things that I've always wanted to see him do is use more samples, like whatever was at his disposal to use those samples, and he uses those samples so much. You know, the Clown Love shit, the motherfucking Murder Go Round shit. You know, just so many of the fucking the samples. With Whispers, like you were saying, I mean, just to remake that beat, you know, like for Whispers, it's just so fucking gas.
Killing Field? Oh yeah. Hey, yo, Creek is still flowing, y'all. What we like 2 months, 3 months deep?
2 months. We just celebrated 2 months of Creek, and God, what a fucking What a great album. I can't wait. I get to see Darby on October 14th. Him and Ouija are coming to Providence, and I am
Mikey Sears is gonna be there for that show.
Yeah, Mikey
Yeah.
Sears will also be at that show. That is so
I can't
fucking
wait to
gas.
kick it with Mikey
I
for
would-
real. It's
I
gonna
would
be dope.
love to fucking pull up to that show if that all.
Yeah, because the legends who are going to be there are going to be Mikey Sears. Like, that's insane.
Let's fucking road trip out.
No.
Let's go.
Go up there and get some chowder.
We'll fucking.
Just some chowder.
Get some chowder.
Yeah, so like, you know, you weren't able to see that 300 Monster when it came, but you guys got to go to the Shaggy show. How was that?
Fucking epic. I haven't been in a room full of juggalos in far too long because all the crazy shit in my personal life. But yo, everyone fucking killed it. Like Hex, fucking, I haven't seen Hex live. It was fucking dope. Fucking Shaggy was just, it was just amazing. And we got to meet him after, thanks to Shaggy the Airhead, fucking hooking that up. And like, it was just a magical night. And I'm bummed about Three-Headed Monster. You know, it was crazy
Oh, you guys
weather.
got flooded out, didn't it?
Yeah, dude, I was like, yo, the carnival does not fucking want me there. And I just had to accept it. I almost cried because, dude, I just was looking forward to that shit so much. And I was like, you know what? Everything played out as it should because, you know, the Shaggy show was just so epic and the energy was just so fucking good. And, you know, it is what it is. You know, now that, you know, things are getting more, you know, back to normal with me and my personal life, like, I'm going to go to fucking all the shits. I'm not missing any more gatherings. Like that shit is too important.
Speaking on some of that, like, congratulations to you and your man.
Thank you.
Getting here and shit. And that was his first clown show, right? Second family show.
Yeah, it was his first Juggalo experience. And obviously, you know, we want to take him to the clowns. Like, he needs to dance in the fucking Fago rain more than anyone.
Yeah.
But honestly, when the time comes, it will be truly epic. And I just can't wait to introduce him to everyone. Like, he is just so happy to be here. Like, imagine being a down-ass jug for nearly 20 years and never getting to see ICP because you literally can't. Like, you can't.
For those who don't know in the chat, I mean, like, would you be down to share some, you know, like, about your relationship, this new, you know, bringing your now fiance to this country and all that? Is it? Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, dude. So the way it all went down is fucking crazy. Tom Wood, posted something on his Instagram about a tattoo that this Ecuadorian Juggalo got. It was the Jekyll brothers on the throat. It was yeah. So he posted it and he said something like, I didn't know ICP was big in Ecuador. So I click on it. Of course, I'm like, oh shit, this is fucking dope. I click on it and I see this amazing man with amazing Juggalo tattoos, this Ecuadorian Juggalo. And I'm just like floored. I'm like going through his profile. I'm like, oh my God. So of course I start following, and he had posted something for like Juggalo Day, Juggalo Day 1 year. And I commented on it. And then we just kind of started talking, and we had so much like synchronistic things in common. And he actually like drew like a painting of a girl when he was young, and the girl looks fucking just like me. Like, it's fucking weird. But it was like the carnival kind of brought us together, and it was during the heart of the pandemic, and I couldn't even go to Ecuador to visit him because his country was still on lockdown and there was all this crazy shit. And obviously he couldn't come here because you can't come here unless you have a visa and a reason to be here. You can't just like get on a plane and come to the United States. It's not how it works. So it was hard, but I ended up, you know, taking a chance and skipping the gathering 1 year to go out there and meet him. And it was the best decision I ever made. You know, looking back, I'm like, God, it was fucking dumb and stupid. Like, something crazy could have happened, but no, like, I trusted him, and it was beautiful. And so I ended up going to Ecuador about 5 times. I had to skip 2 gatherings to go out there. And the visa process was so hard, so painful, so expensive. But I just felt like it was worth it. Like, I've been to 12 gatherings. I can sacrifice a couple years to make sure that this motherfucker gets the opportunity to go. And so that's kind of
absolutely. I mean, yeah. How often do you don't get an opportunity like this all the time? The gathering right now than fucking every year. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
so cool. And it's such it's an awesome story. I mean,
It really is, and like just seeing it, and like I had been following him for years and just not really known about, you know what I'm saying, like his situation or whatever. But that's pretty dope, and that's awesome for you guys, and that now he's here and gets to experience all this fucking
I know,
shit
like,
that we get to experience. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And
No,
I seen you guys, you know, the pictures you posted with the Shaggy show, and you guys getting to meet Shaggy. And again, shout out to Shaggy the Airhead, like you said.
yeah.
in that blog up, that's tight as well. Yeah,
Shaggy the Airhead is a dope too. Y'all gotta give all the guys flowers, man. Shaggy, Dargon, all the guys coming up, man. But that's dope as hell, man. And like, I see someone posted in there Nick Bizarre, Juggalo story all the time. But that is, man, like that's some real shit. Like, you know, like you said,
I feel that with Carnival providers.
Yeah.
Like you said, you can skip a few gatherings after being at 12, 13 in a row or whatever it was, to do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucking amazing. And it's shout out to you, man.
Yeah,
And
no, Alejo's
he's-
the shit. Like, I can't wait for everyone to meet him. He's such a sweetheart. He's such an amazing person. And shit in Ecuador is not good. It's a third world country. It's not safe. Like, I got my cell phone stolen when I was there once. Like, he got mugged and robbed, and you know, like, it's not a cool place. You know, and obviously things in America are kind of fucking shitty right now too, but it's better than it is there. And so I'm just so glad that he was able to get his visa. He's here. Like, he arrived on U.S. soil the day fucking Creek dropped. So it was just the carnival magic. Like,
that's awesome.
yo, like, we were bumping Creek on the plane and shit. Like, it was such an epic moment. And like, listening to that album will always bring me back to that like epic day of my life. And we're actually getting married on Monday. Just like courthouse, just legalized. Thank you. But yeah, we're getting married on Monday, and then it'll be official. He'll be part of the family for real. And dude, I just cannot wait to fucking gather. Like, so I know what I'm missing when I miss a gathering, and it's heartbreaking. He doesn't know what he's missing. Like, I can't wait to see his face. Like,
It's gonna be like you go back like when you take a kid to like a candy shop or like like eyes are probably gonna like pop out of his fucking head and like
That was really the vibe that I got to when you guys just even seeing the Quest shows, that just to think like, to think that, to be that down and just to never have the opportunity, not because you couldn't afford to go because they were stayed over or some shit, just to never have that and still be as down as you are. It's cool as fuck. Like, I think that like a lot of times, being fucking American, you think that closed-minded American thought we're like, oh shit, you don't really think about how far this culture has reached, you know what I'm saying? And like, with people like your man, you got Ummo and shit like this, that you're like, oh, this shit is like fucking worldwide, like the Juggin worldwide shit is not just a fucking phrase. That shit is real as fuck, and it's bad. Yeah,
I geek out when I see and meet juggalos from other countries, because not only is there sometimes a language barrier, but obviously there's like the legit barrier of like ICP never touring that part of, you know what I mean? It's just
like you said too, like we got, everything's not the most perfect over here in America and shit. Like, we go through a lot of shit, but compared to a lot of these other places, like, we got fucking made, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's absolutely like you said, like, it's like a blessing for him to be able to start experiencing that shit, you know what I'm saying? And getting involved for something, like you said, that he's been down for 20-something years and just been so involved with it and never got to experience that shit. And to be able to come here, Creek drops one of the, I'm just gonna say it, album of the year right now.
like, you couldn't plan that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the way it all fell together. It's just fucking epic. And I'm just like, I'm so proud. It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, and the battle is still not over. But it was my mission. It was like a mission from the carnival. You know what I mean? And so I'm so happy he's here, and it's almost like I can now focus on music more and focus on other shit and not be so wrapped up in this whole fucking visa process, because man, it was a nightmare.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's super fresh. And like, you said you got to visit down there and see how it is. And I know he's into like, he's into this Juggalo shit. He's into like a lot of that hardcore stuff as well then too. do you think that's like from when you live in a situation like that, you need music like that to come into,
He'll be
and while you were down there, did that music, did anything like the culture down there, has that influenced you at all and moving forward with anything that you do?
No, it's weird. He lived in a very big city. So like the culture was very Americanized. I don't know. Like I didn't get a ton of like Ecuadorian culture when I was there because it's like a big city. It kind of reminded me of like a third world New York or something. Like there's restaurants of all different, like there was Italian, there was Chinese, there was Mexican, there was like, I don't know. And then like a lot of the restaurants would play like pop, like American pop crap. And I'm like, yo, I feel more Latino culture in the fucking town next to me in Rhode Island than I do in fucking, Ecuador. Like it was bizarre. So I don't know. Like, but for him, the music is what saved him. Like he was like kind of on his own, and him just focusing on like going to the gym and training and like listening to music was like his escape and what like helped him like survive all these years like on his own. And so it's funny, I live in Boston, Providence area, which was like the home of hardcore. And we've already been to like a shitload of fucking hardcore concerts together. Like he loves that shit. You catch him in the pit. Yo, he had that Shaggy pit on lock. Like that shit was fire. I was like, bro, like, I don't know if like, did you guys have a pit at the Shaggy show? Was there even like a mosh pit?
I think there was a little one.
Yeah, not anything crazy.
Not super crazy, but we had a little one.
I was curious. I'm like, bro, like, it's not like typical moshing music, you know what I mean? But he had that.
Shaggy didn't play a lot of the hardcore shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he played the hits. You know what I'm saying, the favorites and shit like that. But that's
maybe some chicken that can go.
But that's super dope to me because like I couldn't imagine like just never experiencing that shit. And then even like you said, he's got to get the clown show, he's got to get the fatal shower, but to even experience like you get two at least, you know what I'm saying? And
that's Hex slot spot.
That's two dope.
We didn't even have Hex on the one.
Yeah, we didn't have Hex. We had
and Shaggy wasn't even there by the time.
We didn't see Shaggy after they had the accident. So we had Tierra Diaz, we had the rest of the tour, Nathan James and Odd Squad and the guys. But you guys got Hex and Lardy B and some of these homies that have been at the gathering. You know what I'm saying? Terry D's been there, Odd Squad, they all been there. But the tour was awesome for us. DJ Clay killed it.
Yeah. Amazing.
And
I love the album too. Like I've been bumping the shit out of Ultimate Groove.
Yeah, it was like Shaggy there had went hard on that album too. I love Shaggy. He's went hard as fuck. Speaking of new music, I know the chat's been asking. Coronella, new Ouija Macc, new Trizz dropped yesterday. Sound off in the chat. Wr8thy, what are you thinking? Have you heard that album yet? And if so, what are some of your favorites?
Yeah, no, of course I've been bumping it the last couple of days. I just like totally vibe with International just because of everything I've been through and
big international vibes right now.
Yeah, that one definitely stood out to me. Vegan Caviar, that one definitely. I love Terror just because I love the beat. Like I love Hex. Like that shit was lit. Those are probably my top 3 right now. But from just listening to it like beginning to end probably 2 or 3 times, like it's some good shit. And it's nice to see like the little features of the people that Ouija has also done collab albums with.
I thought that was really cool too.
Yeah, so
and all the collabs were fresh on this one. I thought it was really fresh. Matt, what did you think about this one so far?
I'm a sucker for bass, and throughout this whole album, it's like very, very strong, bass line.
Them hitters, bro. Yeah, straight up. Jiggy, what do you think, bro? What are a couple of your favorites off this shit?
I popped it in yesterday, and man, just even from the intro, like the flow in the intro.
Bro, they snapped like too hard on the fucking intro.
It's like not an intro; it's a whole ass song.
Yeah, we always talk about like Ouija and his intros or these, like his opening tracks, and like when you open a track, even if it is a collab album, you open the album
for sure.
intro, but it is like you said, it's a whole ass track damn near. But the Outkast song, of course, is fire. The Terror for sure. The Brother Lynch feature.
Bro, that Brother Lynch feature, like, you know, it had to happen, you know what I'm saying? But it was so gassed, and like, Ouija even acknowledges in the song that he's gotta follow Brother Lynch or whatever in the track. I just think it's so dope because like when I was younger, Jiggy can probably attest for this then too. Like the older like hood dudes that we knew, they all knew Brother Lynch though. You know what I'm saying? So like we'd be talking about like ICP, like you know Brother Lynch, but oh you know Brother Lynch. It's all you know what I'm saying?
Like, when I was younger, man, like the first time I can remember hearing ICP, like it was Riddle Box time. Because I remember my cousin had the CD in his car, and I remember seeing the fucking Riddle Box. But then you go back to, oh, you ever heard Brother Lynch? You gotta check out Brother Lynch, man, blah, blah, blah. And this was in Peoria, like in shit before 2000. It was like mid-90s or whatever. But it was just dope, like, and then, you know, coming up later on and getting more involved in the jug shit, that it's like, fuck, man, like, all these dudes are on that shit. And just on this album alone, though, on Coronella, like, it was something that we've been waiting on for a long time. We heard, you know, Ouija's been talking about it for a minute. Like, we got this collab album. And then you get Pretty Ugly, or not Pretty Ugly, you get Problem Children, you get Hideous, you get the We Never Forgot, you get the Death Plus.
Was it Trizz album? Hideous?
Trizz was Shinobi.
Yeah, Shinobi, yeah.
So like, you get that shit, and then like, man, it's like, yo, we want this fucking Trizz and Ouija shit. Like, when's it coming? And then it finally comes, and it's
gathering because Trizz was at the gathering, and too was like all the shit like leading up to the gathering. It's like, oh, they're gonna drop that shit at the gathering, and it didn't happen. But a lot of times when we talked about in the last show that like I didn't really fuck with Rick Hill too much. I heard that one shit of his or whatever, but I didn't listen to him all the time. Even Baby E, I didn't
the
listen
last
to him all
album
the
we
time.
dropped, the Ricky Hill drop.
Yeah.
Gas.
Yeah, gas as fuck.
Gas.
But I didn't listen to all that shit or whatever. But like, it was like really Ouija who put me on. But I didn't listen to Trizz for like the last I don't know how many years or whatever. So I was like, oh, is this gonna hit the same way? Is this gonna, like Bridget said earlier in the show, it actually hit different, bro. And it was like it came like I don't know, like I love some like gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? So Trizz just on some gangster shit, and I think it brought Ouija into some shit too. A lot of those tracks that are more of the West Coast sounding track, Terror and shit. You know what I'm saying? The West Coast sounding tracks. But then Ouija has like he switched his flow up to be like.
But that was the thing too that I was excited about this album because like me growing up before like the Juggalo shit was West Coast gangster shit. I had the Tupac, the Dog Pound, the fucking Snoop Dogg's and Dr. Dre's and Ice Cube's and Wr8thy, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like when you hear that West Coast shit and like you got Hex doing this, the West Coast boogie shit, and you got Trizz coming up, doing this West Coast shit. It's dope as fuck. You're like, man, how's this gonna sound? Ouija's dope shit.
That fucking Ouija Hollywood again.
Hey, this ain't no you go, I'm with it. But like it was dope because like Mikey said, it's a fucking what did he say? What did it? I know he said this somewhere. Damn, I just seen it. Album is perfect. Seriously. They said, Trizz needs to be signed to Chapter 17. Hey, and that's our we've been saying that.
I didn't see it at the gathering.
Yeah, that's at the gathering.
Like we're either getting this collab record at the gathering or Trizz is gonna be signed to Chapter 17 soon.
Which would be dope as fuck.
Makes sense.
Like that's just shit is fucking like I said, man, we were waiting for the collab album. Like all the collabs that came out, like Bobby was saying, man, like the people that we would never really thought of like listening to or like
yeah, I mean like
would never heard
really like I really
Ricky Hill, the BSPs.
I only heard the Baby E because he was on a fucking Lil Wayne song 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
now like I fuck with Baby E or whatever. Like Rick Hill, I fucking listen to that shit. And then his last
The
album.
last Ricky Hill album was gas. The Baby just dropped that. I forgot what the hell it was called. Some summer or something, but it was dope. It was a dope ass shit too, and Baby's been out there.
Like Jake said, a lot of people don't
But it was
get
like a lot of
Death Plus
people-
collab, so either we fucking Death Plus.
Like
the
the Death Plus. Oh yeah, the Death Plus collab is legendary. But it's like, again, it's people that we may never have heard of if it wasn't for us listening to Ouija Macc. You know what I'm saying? Or us listening, being juggalos and just fucking following the whole shit. But glad we did because it put me up on a lot of new shit that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I fuck with it heavy. We played that Black Chunk. It's another one of those ones that a chunk cuts on it. I thought was super dope.
Chunk, hey,
Another one.
DJ Chunk, man.
Yeah, straight up. Chunk. The beats, Dev just goes so fucking hard. I don't know who. Someone else does those other beats though too, like that. The Dead President song. Matt takes it as a personal slight to Prez Murderous. Like the president. But someone else does that beat. And I thought that was gas though too. So shout out that shit. Yeah, we got a few more things to talk about. I wish there would have been a video off of that to play off of there, but that shit didn't fucking work out, unfortunately. But I do have a video that's probably going to get us in trouble, and I'm only going to play like 30 seconds of it before we talk. So, Wr8thy, thank you for being here. We're going to be right back, though. And I think we're going to bring Bridget in and chop it up. Let's find a few more things in, too, if that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, shout out everybody in the chat. We're going to play this video. As you guys know, in the last episode, we talked about ICP being at Wr8thy in Chicago. It was really dope, man, that whole shit happened in Chicago. Violent J got together with the local radio station Q101 to shoot this little video, and they talked some shit for a little bit. It's called a Case 4 with Violent J, the Insane Clown Posse. We're going to run this for a little bit and then come back to chop it up more with Wr8thy, and we're going to bring Bridget Bites to talk in. We're still going to talk I want to talk a little bit about we had Monster Show, and we have a surprise also. Somewhere on the show. That's a surprise. All right, here we go. We're going to run this shit. It's called a Case 4. Shout out Q101, dog. I grew up my whole life listening to Q101. Right. 101.1 on the motherfucking radio, dog. You know what I'm saying? Chicago's alternative, you know what I'm saying? That's alternative is very good.
Sherman and Tingle.
Oh, yeah, Sherman and Tingle, bro. Yeah, it's Vanguard, bro. Used to be
Make us famous.
And then, like, for a short time, 101, the 101.1 radio bandwidth got sold to a different company, and then they played Christian rock, and they lost like all their fucking money with that thing, so they switched it back to an alternative station, and now it's back to the original Q101. Here's some more of this. We're gonna play a little bit for a second. I hope that they don't. I hope that
it's on YouTube. We should have.
I hope they don't fucking kill us for this one. Yeah, like I said, it's fucking.
They are local. They might just.
It's not every day somebody asks you the question, do you want to interview the Insane Clown Posse? But that question was sprung upon me today. As Case, the producer here. Q101. Siamese Dream 30th anniversary.
That's right.
You get along with the Smashing Pumpkins?
That's my boy.
You're down with the Pumpkins.
No, not only I've been down.
You've been down.
But I never thought I would be texting and hanging out with Billy Corgan.
What's it like texting with Billy Corgan? What do you guys talk about? That's
what's crazy is I basically talk about what am I doing texting you, dude? And why are you responding? You know what I'm saying? Because just all our career we've been like the underdog, the underground, literally. No, we don't have any hits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but a strong cult following, if you will.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, we've been there, but we don't have any hits, and we don't have we weren't having videos slamming all over MTV.
No,
so we look at all our career. I'm looking at Billy Corgan, who's holding the matrix. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
In those fields, and I just never thought we weren't playing the same venues, that's for sure. But we end up talking now, and we're both pro wrestling fans.
I was going to ask you guys to talk about wrestling.
Yeah. But we're also doing a song together.
Is that right? Yeah. A Smashing Pumpkins ICP collab?
Something that's going to blow the moon into particles and straight up the butthole of the black hole.
Man, in Despicable Me, they try to steal the moon, but I didn't think we'd ever have a song that would blow the moon into particles.
That's right.
Wow.
Hey, it's, one thing about life you can guarantee, my friend, is nothing's guaranteed, and expect the unexpected.
Well,
for real, that's the only thing you can guarantee is change. That's the only thing we know that will never stop happening is change. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Well, we can cross our fingers and at least hope that you'll be playing Riot Fest tonight. I'm curious, Chicago, is that a town that treats you well?
Yeah.
Any memories jump to mind when you think, oh, man, we were in Chicago this one time and this happened?
Oh, man. One time, Shaggy passed out on stage and, and couldn't be revived for some reason. And they shut the curtain, and his feet were sticking out on the other end of the curtain still. You know what I'm saying? And the crowd was like, what's happening? What's happening? And the scary thing was we were backstage yelling that even louder. What's happening? It was terrifying. But other than that, we've had the normal, regular, standard chaos and anarchy we always have everywhere. You know, it's been a great town for us. Extra supportive, extra love, you know?
Good. Are there towns, and maybe everybody at this point is down with the clown, but when you guys were first starting out, were there cities you would roll into that were like, nah, not for us. We don't like what they're doing? Or is around the country, is everybody still pretty friendly?
It's always going to be that, you know what I'm saying? But it's a strange thing on the road, man, because I believe to a degree energy travels around like weather, all right? So you might go into a town you normally have slamming ass shows in and kill it, right? And get in there and it's just, where is everybody? What happened, you know?
Yeah.
And you try to think, is there something going on is it a holiday? What are we missing, you know? But it's just an energy, you know? So even though our band is known and we generally have fans that are going to come out to any event, you know, the hypeness of it or the amount of fans that come out is always going to be different. And at where we're at, we're playing the same venues we played our whole career.
Uh-huh.
There's never been a time we used to be here and down here.
Oh, there was that ICP stadium tour. It's crazy.
We don't have any hits, so there was never like an up and down for our, you know, it was pretty much the same level of success.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, everybody is pretty much the same, and we're happy and unbelievably blessed, you know?
Good. Well, I'll let you go in just a second. I got two more things for you. I noticed as you're sitting across from me here, you're pretty iced out. You got the necklace, you got the grills.
Yes.
What all do we have here? Do you know just in a general degree how much you might have on your body right now? Is there a dollar amount you can point to?
Oh, my friend, let me give you the truth about reality here.
Uh-huh.
This shit don't cost nothing. I'm not in this bitch for carrots, and I'm not trying to have a hip hop battle of who's got the most iced out pieces in their mouth. I went for the cheapest. I just wanted it to be real.
Yes.
I said, give me the cheapest kind of diamond. And if you got to throw some fake ones in there, go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So I'm trying to talk my girl right now into letting me get grills. So will you look into that camera and say, Mackenzie, let Case get grills?
Mackenzie, quit hating and start congratulating. Let the boy put the ice storm in his mouth.
Put the ice storm in my mouth. Real quick before you go, I got one more question for you. You're such a nice guy. The Juggalos, such nice people. Do you feel like there's any misconceptions about you or your followers that you just want to address real quick?
Man, I'm not out here complaining. Today, I think most people are pretty hip to the fact Juggalos are dope. You
I
know
would
what I'm
agree.
saying?
I would concur.
They're their own people. They live by their own freshness. They do their own thing, and they ain't trying to hurt nobody. And they ain't even trying to just be left alone because they're welcoming. You know what I'm saying? Every time a writer goes to the gathering, they expect to get beat down because there's something different, and all they get is love and welcomes. You know what I mean? And it's been that way for so long. I'm happy where we're at in pop culture.
Good. I'm happy you're here. You treated me with such kindness. Thank you so much, man. Good luck with everything. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Thank you, Case.
My man.
Shout out to motherfucking Duke.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. We had to play that whole fucking thing. It was like 6 minutes or whatever, but he just Valentine just said some cool shit. And like it is, man. Much motherfucking love to the Juggalos. That's so fucking gas. Hell yeah, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. We have the one and only Legend, bro. Did you see the chat room pop when Wr8thy first came in and the fucking the legendary status?
If you go back and look, I can't even go far that back, but like there was like living legend, the GOAT, legend, the GOAT. Hey, when Mr. Creek himself is calling you a legend, You know you a motherfucking legend.
We're gonna go ahead and bring Bridget in here right now too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta thank Bridget for really like I told her like a few months back that we need to make this happen. So I'm happy that we made it happen. You guys know how it goes. Give it up for Bridget Bites.
Hey, what's
We a
up?
soundboard, bro. We want to go fucking
Yeah, we're
No,
hitting the soundboard.
guys, I've been
for
looking
Christmas.
forward,
Our Christmas special.
forward to
We
this
need a
moment for
soundboard.
so long. All of my favorite people together
Oh,
at
yeah.
once. I am so stoked right now.
Oh, I
Oh,
hope
yeah.
so.
Yeah, that's the shit. For like, yeah, we've been wanting this to happen, so that's dope as fuck.
Thank
Yeah, you guys.
Come on.
Oh, for sure. You know, like I feel like that was like it went kind of hand in hand. You guys watched that video? My house was just this previous weekend in Chicago.
Nick Mazzara was there.
Man, I heard it was awesome though. I heard it was like it went off super fresh. I saw Derek the other night. He said it was fucking super fresh. So man, that's like one thing I'll kick my ass for that I was not there. So,
Yeah, I kicked my ass myself.
yeah, because I mean,
But,
ICP were in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? That's a big ass rarity that ICP were in.
But I do want to say that at the same time that ICP was here for Riot Fest, it was the weekend of Mexican Independence Day.
Yeah.
And if you guys ever been to Chicago during Mexican Independence Day, you know it's hard as fuck to get anywhere. And that's coming from Indiana. I heard exits were blocked, exits were closed.
Even coming back Friday night from that Mayday show,
Yeah.
there was mad traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Mad traffic in 94. And I took total. So,
Yeah.
you know,
You ain't- Mexican Independence Day, like Chicago was supposed to be closed. Like they were shutting the city down at like 6 p.m. like curfew type shit.
Fuck.
But the Mexicans, you know what I'm saying?
I saw Pro on Monday, and I was like, we were talking about them, like, bro, I would have had to have stayed in Chicago.
You gonna have to go out hard. For real, I would have had to pull up on my grandma's crib or one of my cousins.
There was no like really get back home.
Ain't no getting home. We sitting there, wherever park, Grand Park, whatever the fuck. But yeah, it would have been bad for us to get out there unless we had somewhere to stay.
Dog, we're using that as an excuse for
We're using that as an excuse.
You can tell. But yeah, we wouldn't have been able to get home, bro.
Fuck.
Hey, bro, that's why I was super salty.
We had to pull up at Nick Mazzara's crib.
We talked about all this shit too on the last show. I had like last minute as fuck. I had to pull up to that 300 Monster show Monday. It was super gas. It was a completely different experience that I took my son for the first time. It was I don't know, it was the most different experience at a show then too, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who I saw out there that was nice as fuck. Like it was cool, I was like,
We look like you guys had so much fun.
yo, we were getting Fago dogs and I told the story about your son, noping motherfuckers, and I was like, yo, from now on, if I'm not at a jug function, like catch me in Walmart or whatever, and you whoop me, I'm noping you right back. Nope. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck, dog. You straight up pull my card, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I'm noping a motherfucker from now on. That's funny as fuck, though.
That's dope, man. I'm glad that you guys got to experience that. And then the nephew got to experience his first show, which to me is like hella dope because they're showing in general, bro. You got the, like we talked about it before, you got generational wicked shit, bro. Like you got E-Chom, you got the Duke, and you got Ouija. You know what I'm saying? So like you had the generational wicked shit. You had 3 generations of wicked shit. With 2 generations, father and son type shit.
That's why, bro, like, just talking about it more, I had to do it. I was like, yo, like, because we talked about it on the show and just how, like, this 300 Monster shit's, like, super, like, significant. Like, we were talking earlier about, like Deborah or whatever, being like, we're living it right now, so you're not, like, sometimes you don't really understand, like, how important it is, but, like, to see the 3-headed monster is super important, like, you, like, fuck the gimmick or anything. To any show to see Milo J, E-Chom, and Ouija Macc together doing a set together, it's just insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it wasn't a tour, it was a one-off, people would pay all the money in the world to go see that. Like,
the chemistry, it's insane.
Yeah. And when we all went in June, that was like one of my favorite shows last summer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when I was on
During
vacation,
summer.
bro.
That's probably what it was. We had such a good ass time out of that show that I was like, man, I have to see this tour again. And the closest as it was in Milwaukee. It was 2.5 hours. I got out of work early, drove to that bitch, and like real like when I knew the homies were gonna be able to make it or whatever. It's fucking Monday type beat. It's like I could also I don't go to shows by yourself, bro. It's the coolest thing ever when you go out by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's the coolest fucking thing ever when you go out by yourself. But I was like, for this, I could go out and then I could really it was that I was taking my son out, and that's why I drove the 2 hours and all this other shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get myself a tour shirt that night. I got Jonas a tour shirt. You know what I'm saying? But it was the whole experience. To see the three-headed monster again, selfishly for myself, of course, I wanted to see that, but then to experience that with my son, to show him what this shit is, and really Wisconsin's far from the crib, so I really I wanted to take him to a low-key show, but also when I was out there, I know mad motherfuckers, so it was also cool for my son to be like, well, damn, my dad be jogging, you know what I'm saying? It was cool as fuck.
I love it.
Chicago is our Juggalo town. That's our city. You know what I'm saying? Chicago is our city. Milwaukee's not too far from Chicago. So when you go out to Milwaukee, you see the Chicago Jugs, you see the fucking Indiana Jugs, you see the Milwaukee, the Wisconsin Jugs, and you see Jugs from everywhere. A lot of these shows, but especially at a show like that, where Chicago is still close enough that I can make it back and forth. You know what I'm saying? In a couple hours, whatever, and even though you got the experience with nephew, you know what I'm saying?
It was cool, bro. There was a couple we got in there. I wanted to stay out. We kicked it with Juggalo Grill. Shout out Batman. You know what I'm saying? He got to get his first Fago dog. Served from Batman and shit. You know what I'm saying? This Spray's making this generic ass teenage face that he's making this picture with Batman.
Come on, man!
Kicking out there with Batman. He got his first Fago dog. We chilled out there for an hour. It's almost this is kind of what I do when I go to shows or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You hang outside, you talk to your people, you know what I'm saying? Unless you really you want to go, see who's up there, you go in there and see, So we got in there shortly after the first opener was just getting started, and it was just weird, you know what I'm saying? Taking them into that shit because we get out or whatever. So but it was cool. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, I can say shout out to everybody who was nice to him. I don't expect any less in the fucking Jug community. But shout out to JP, you know what I'm saying? JP was up there, even Bro or whatever. Bro's a G, he was still fucking nice, you know what I'm saying? Batman, Nick, you know what I'm saying? Nick living his best life out there, you know what I'm saying? Still made time to take a picture with my son and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then go back to the baddies after that. He was like, hold on, baddies, let me take a picture real quick, you know what I'm saying? And then take a break.
Lady killer.
Yeah, bro. At one point, Nick was with this baddie and they were spinning hand in hand through the fucking mosh pit, and then all of a sudden it's boom! That's the most magical shit I've seen in my entire life. I fucking love this shit. It was so good. That show was cool as fuck. It was a smaller little spot, small little room, but it was cool. Just to experience it with the kid and then see all the Jugs out there. I really needed that shit, man. I saw Mayday Friday and then get to see Violent J, Ouija Macc on Monday. Man, I feel a lot better than I did 2 weeks ago. Let me tell you that shit for sure.
The shows are different, dog.
Yeah, I was smiling the whole time. It was just crazy. I was telling my son, I was yo, looking at Violent J, you see this? I've been going to shows with these motherfuckers for 24 years. Look at him up there. He's just so he's so cool. Look at him, you think it's so cool.
Fucking shines under that.
Fucking Ouija and shit. Ouija splashed the whole fucking bottle of water on Jonas. I was all of it. That's
white paint. Oh,
it was great. I was I love this motherfucker Violent J just being cool on stage, you know what I'm saying? I love that shit.
Yes. No, it's inspiring, Bobby.
And I had to tell the fucking story. I was Nope.
My daughter told me.
Yeah, someday I'll bring my little one to come nope at everybody.
Yeah, my daughter told me recently that she'll be 18 by the next gathering.
Oh.
But she told me her and her boyfriend and her friends are getting tickets. I said, that's fine.
They coming with me.
They coming with me.
That's what someone said to Jonas. Like, about ready for the gathering. And then I was like, nah, he ain't coming with me. Man. Like, him and his friends or whatever, they can go. I'll take care of him. I'll make sure he gets a hotel room and gets back to it every night or whatever. But you ain't coming with me, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all are welcome to go, but
you ain't coming to the hills.
You ain't seen that? You don't know that.
Probably.
I'll take you, like you said, I'll take you back to the hotel if you need it.
Yeah, you're not coming to the hills, son.
You're not coming to the hilltop.
I'm gonna play this little video though. It's just a quick shot of Alan J the other night. My fucking tabs got all fucked up, so that's why it's taking me extra long to do everything now.
Everybody in the crew sucks. Motherfuckers.
The worst part about it is you hear me in all of them.
Fuck yeah. Fuck your mom. Fuck your mama's mama. Fuck the Beastie Boys and the Donnie. Fuck the Forrest Gump. You probably like it in the road. Fuck the shoe pump. Fuck the real killer.
Fuck all the fakes.
Fuck all. Every two states too. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's the problem. I take videos or I stream live, and then you just hear me reading the song the whole fucking time.
It happens, bro.
You got the voice of an angel mixed with Frankie. I appreciate it.
It's true.
It's like, what was it, Step Brothers? He was like, you sound like an angel.
Jesus mixed with Fergie.
Hell yeah. Oh, man. I'm gonna watch Step Brothers tonight.
I fucking love that movie so much.
Oh, that movie was classic, man. Talladega Nights is so underrated.
Oh man, that era of movies was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly are fucking.
Yeah.
Concert Bobby is the GOAT.
I don't know, bro. I go hard, bro. Sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, am I fucking up the whole fucking thing because I'm so fucking loud? like for darky shit, it's like every other word I'm just screaming as loud as I fucking can. It's so fucking ridiculous.
Shirt at Juggalo, Ohio, Bobby,
We sing it just as bad as he is.
So
Yeah, bro, I get so fucking loud. When they did the main stage show and I was behind Saw and Kayla, fucking Kayla was just dying because, bro, every other word I'm just like,
raging shows with y'all is always a fucking blast. Like, I have such a fucking great time fucking raging shows with you guys, and I can't wait till Sarah and Alejo are around.
Darby's comment right there is Bobby at any show he goes to.
especially once I stop not remembering the words. Once I stop remembering the words.
Once the Modelo's hit, and if we're in a Chicago show, we see Derek and some Lord mixed in too. So like,
Oh man, Jonas thought it was really cool that Derek came and said hi to me. He was like, "Oh, that's the guy who does Relish Brand." He came and said hi to you, Dad. I was like, "Oh, thanks."
yo, shout out to Derek. Derek is the GOAT, man. I even hit him up about Riot Fest shirts. I'm like, yo, bro, I need one of my ICP shirts. He's like, dog, I would have had you, but we sold out quick.
Shivan was wearing his. Looked really fashion person, bro.
Bro, I want so bad. Yeah, and when that day it was on the web show,
Yeah.
or the Saturday, or whatever. I hit him up and he was like, "We sold out." He hit me up the next day or whatever. Like, no,
Need to be able to get these tabs to go back together. I hate when this happens. I don't know how this happens. My tabs got all disconnected, so all my main ones are behind my. But let me not distract that from what I need to be talking to you guys about here on the web show. Not only do we have super special guest Wr8thy sitting in with us tonight. Over the last several weeks, maybe month or so, across social media, there has been it's weird calling, you know what I'm saying? Like there, it's really hard for me to describe, so I'm gonna kind of just start it off with just one of these videos. They've been sweeping the Juggalo world the last few weeks, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, we have Wr8thy here, we can talk about how creative the Juggalo world is, and we've been seeing a lot of creativity. And this, like, I wasn't on social media for like a week or two, right? All of a sudden I come back and it's just like flooding my timeline with these weird ass videos. And all these videos are asking for one thing. And I'm gonna have to show you guys. I'm just gonna show you guys what this is. Just give me 1 second. And bear with me, my tabs are all fucked up for whatever reason.
Let's see it.
I don't know. I'm feeling hungry. I'm feeling hungry in this bitch.
I'm super hungry right now. I don't know. We got the
we
money.
we will be feeding this hunger right now. Like I said, I've been getting on the internet. I've been seeing all these crazy videos. I'm just gonna go ahead and share one with you guys right now. And you guys can kind of just like maybe kind of inform me or blow up the chat on what you guys think might be happening.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
It's good.
No.
You doing it?
This is a good one.
This is a michelada.
Soup.
Yo, SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, right? Does that count as soup?
Challenge, because
So,
clowns are.
so like I said, all the little cool clowns have been all over online, and I've just been seeing, you know, that's not the only one that is out there.
Is this another one?
I've seen
Shout out to
I've seen
Juggalo.
several. Whoever that was, whoever did that last video, that was,
I know her at the gathering. That girl is dope as fuck. I can't remember her name off of her screen name off the top of my head.
We
But-
have to find her. We have to find her and get her out here. We have to
I
ask
believe it starts with
what-
like court.
what
like,
is the stupid
COURT.
challenge?
all I know is that
It's-
maybe Ace Tone will be able to help us on this. But then I found this other one, and I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on with these people pouring soup on them? Because then I saw this one, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? What is going
Today
on?
we're doing this challenge. This shit is really old. Soup. I'm Juggy Fresh, and today we're doing the soup challenge. This shit is really old.
You see?
That's like 2021.
Soup. I'm Juggy.
So
That's Juggy.
I know Jiggy Fresh. You know what I'm saying? I know Jiggy Fresh.
Okay.
But then I come on the line, and there's a Juggy Fresh. Soup.
Not gonna lie, you little gimmick. Everything going on. I wasn't happy about it when I first seen it. But as its own, it was like, it's all good. I'll take your word for it.
And,
I mean, there could be two Shaggies. There could be a Juggy Fresh and a Jiggy Fresh.
The thing is, there's a Jiggy Fresh and there's a Jiggly Fish.
There's a
Jiggly
Jiggly Fish.
There's a Jiggly Fish. There's a Jiggy Fresh. There's a Jackie Fresh.
You guys don't want to see Jackie
You
Fresh.
guys will never want to.
Jackie Fresh would get us kicked off of
Jackie
YouTube.
Fresh is like
But
looking for
Jackie
Jiggy Fresh on Wish. You get Jackie.
Jackie,
Some of these videos I feel like are going to get us kicked off of YouTube.
Jackie Fresh.
And I came across this other one that this, for sure, I thought was going to be the beginning of a snuff film. But this continues on. Soup everywhere that I look.
Why?
Why is this happening?
Hold on.
And then I see this, and I'm like, oh, this is definitely going to be a snuff film.
Jiggly Fresh.
I haven't seen this one.
Is it going down the phone?
Do you hear what's it doing in the background?
Wow.
Bro, what is going on?
Can we get that
I think the music is what does it for me.
It's definitely the
Like, the ramen didn't even give him a hole, bro. Bro,
So,
what we
10 out of
need.
10. 10 out of 10.
Someone did the cone thing, but then we need a funnel.
That's so funny. Fucking soup.
I don't know. I didn't know that this was a thing.
Is it
And
actually trending? How many numbers or whatever?
hella trends. It's trending #1 on X right now. It's trending #1 on all your social media accounts.
I mean, and
Bro,
there's different.
Whoa, what is that? What was it?
So,
It was like beef stew.
so I'm telling you,
What the
it
fuck?
just doesn't stop. Again, I was on
That
social
was
media
a champion.
and I came across this here. This here is a soup.
Yo, soup work.
It's ruining Robin.
That says soap work. We need soup work.
Like I said, the soup is all over the place, you know.
Yeah.
It's still all over the
All
motherfucker.
soupy.
It's getting all.
Didn't Shaggy post a clip of like a a bathtub filled with like chickens or something?
I know you put the chicken in the fridge.
No, he did. I seen that. I seen that.
So you know, I know this soup thing is taking off, and no, I did my homework. Seeing these videos, as you see Jane Doe putting soup on the head. I've been doing my homework, you know what I'm saying? And hit me with the link. There. I've been doing my homework on this soup, and I found out that this is some Juggalo soup, and everybody has been wanting this soup. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To the point where they were taking soup and putting it over their head.
We're not pouring soup over our heads.
Not today, Press Murderers. Luckily, you've done all your challenges.
I almost died last week.
Luckily, you guys have done your challenges for the month.
I'm all about the soup though. Like I fucking love soup.
Are you pouring soup over your head then?
Yeah, you didn't eat the chip, motherfucker. I got soup upstairs.
You got soup upstairs.
What's up, dog?
What's up?
You ain't eating the chip, bro.
Oh, I'll drink it out of the can.
No. You can take the Cornella head off.
Drink the soup. I'll eat some dry ramen noodles.
No, ramen noodles. I mean,
you got a enchilada? I'll make another enchilada.
But anyway,
I'm not eating soup.
Why not? I got minestrone.
Okay,
the soup challenge over, bro.
No, it's not.
Clearly, this collector showed fucking 5 videos. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not showing up.
Retracting.
Is the soup challenge over?
Yeah, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you how the soup challenge is over. All right. You guys want to know how the soup challenge is over?
Hey guys.
All right. So. I see. Oh, I don't know. Delete these comments. Delete these comments. I don't even know if we're allowed to read that URL on.
We got scammers, y'all.
Don't click the link. That wasn't the link for soup. Someone just tried to take advantage and drop a fake link in here, but that was not the link for soup.
They're out here bootlegging links and shit. The fuck?
But, like I said,
Be safe.
I've been seeing these soup challenges all over my timeline the last several months, or last several weeks, days maybe even. I don't fucking know. Times of the construct of your mind. But I started doing my homework on soup. You know what I'm saying? And after going through tons of Campbell's and tons of ramen and
hey, you need a link? Pull up or what?
I started figuring out what soup actually was, yo. It's apparently the Juggalo soup. You know what I'm saying? A master work of some of the fucking hardest hitters of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
the mastermind behind all this.
So, I know that a lot of y'all have been shopping, trying to get the soup. I know y'all have been pouring soup on your faces. I know y'all have been going to delis and asking them for the soup and being confused when they offer you chicken noodle. You know what I'm saying?
What was going the fuck on?
And let me get some of that chowder.
So after that chowder,
Let me get some of that chowder.
So after doing my homework, I found
that
out
chowder is
that Juggalo soup does hit different, and all the motherfucking Juggalos who are chilling in the chat right now get a chance to finally taste the soup here at the Weekly Living.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
So shout out to everyone who poured soup on their face and made the sacrifices
That
for
carnival soup.
a jug like me and a jug like the rest in the room. Right now, while you guys get ready to taste the soup, we're gonna take a quick break. The break will be about 3 minutes and 41 seconds as we drop the Wr8thy remix to low right now. In
Let's go.
We're gonna need the soundboard. Hell yeah, we'll be right back. And if you are watching right now and you are a fan of soup, we will be filling your bowl shortly after this break. Much love and love to Wr8thy, Bridget Bites, and everybody in the chat room. It's the Weekly Web Show and right back. Enjoy this Wr8thy remix live here on the Weekly Web Show.
Fuck yeah.
This is the time of the season. When I sink my fangs, I'm that blade in your kidney. The sickness in your brain, 'cause I'm low. Underneath the bottom, forever I'm low. Wretched, violent, rocking, I'm so low. I look up and I see hell's glow. I like it. I like it. I came for the low. I like it. I like it. Forever I'm low. I came for that. You came for that. She came for that. They came for that. I came for that. You came for that. She came for that. They came for that. You came with that. Are you came with that? She ran with that. You dangerous. But you know that I love playing with you. Come lay with me. Who's your daddy? 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 And you're connected. I'm asleep, see me slither down into my hole. Conversate with the devil. I sold and stole my soul back, 'cause I'm so low. Nobody admires the depths I go. Not sewer rats or spiders. I'm so low. Forever I look up and I see hell's glow. Forever I'm low.
came for the I came for the low.
Throw your dubs up for Wr8thy one
Fire.
time. Come on, man. Throw the dubs up.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's just the
Yeah.
beginning. That's just the beginning. I'm still learning and teaching myself new tricks and stuff. But thank you all for playing. Thank you all for listening. Whoop, whoop.
But that's not one I was talking about too. That's some of the shit that I really like about like what you're doing or whatever with this Wr8thy project, because
Hey,
that's one of those shits that like I haven't listened, and everyone loves the fucking time of the season, you know what I'm saying? But like then to hear you mash it together, like one of those things that's like as a creative person, you're like, yo, these two need to go together. But then you add your own little shit to it, and it's
to
just
piggyback off that, like I can remember like riding with my pops wherever the fuck we were going. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's pops, that's dad the whole time of the season shit. So like I can picture me riding with my pop like, yo, check this out, but you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, that's not, and then his
Low was one of those ones too where I was like, oh, how are they gonna get away with this?
Yeah. Well, I was.
We got a special. We got another special guest.
Oh, yeah. So thank you for like being on the show today and everything that you do like since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
TeamMUJ, Wr8thy is certified. TeamMUJ.
Boop, boop. No, thank you. And I've got to say, I love the chopped and blazed. Like, I fucking fuck with that so hard. And I'd love to incorporate some of those into like a mix sometime if you're down. Like,
absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that for sure. Absolutely. Like it's weird. Like it's weird making music for Juggalos. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you see,
like it means the most to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you see Juggalo, so you gotta check more out. It's on the SoundCloud. Look up Wr8thy SoundCloud. All the mixes are available there.
Yeah, sure. All there's a bunch.
We will. We'll probably post it in a link or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'll be once the post gets made. It'll be linked to it in the description of this.
But yeah, SoundCloud right now is where I be welcoming it anyway. So
Yep. I got all the links on my socials, so just go to my link tree. You'll have all of the links on there. And yeah, thank you for listening. For real, thank you.
Just so
like real, like 100%. I've been listening though for a long time, like even before the Wr8thy shit.
The thing is,
like, it's really fresh to see the transition.
It's even like
do something that you're loving again. You find the passion again in this music. It's dope as fuck. And you see it actually shining out. You know what I'm saying? So
what is dope is because Bobby Blade does his DJ shit too. You know what I'm saying? So like I've heard a lot of shit. Chill out, bro. We do a lot of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hear a lot of shit. And of course, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just picking up him because my brother, but the Chopped and Play shit was phenomenal. A lot of the shit he's put out prior to that was phenomenal. And I'm always going to support my brother no matter what. But like to see you doing that shit, other people doing that shit and incorporating the Juggalo shit with, like you said, the other types of music, the EDMs, the old school hits like that shit, that they sample from, stuff like that is dope to see, it's dope to hear, and it makes that fucking connection with like, even the old, like I said, I could imagine being with my pops in his car and plugging, just bumping that shit, and he's like, oh man, this ain't that bad. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, my pops is one of the more people you gotta convince, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, it's like
that would be dope as well.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to interrupt.
No, my bad.
No, you're good. It's like a breath of fresh air to me. I love the mixes that Wr8thy puts out because it really breathes a new life into songs we know and love already, and it just adds even more flavor and more depth and more freshness. And like I love a sense of humor, that who's your daddy? Tell me you didn't fucking laugh and like
the whole time. You could have seen when it came up. I did just fucking vibing with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I fucking fuck with this so hard, and I just want more of that shit in my life.
Hell yeah.
We're really lucky to see all this creativity going down in this community, you know what I'm saying?
Well, and to bring it back to what we were talking about earlier, like a lot of the shit like in the early 2000s, we didn't have the platforms that we have now. You have like MySpace, like you can get out like that and shit, and like YouTube still. But like, there's so many different avenues now. Like you got different social media shit. You got your TikTok, you got your Instagram, your fucking Twitter. You know, you got all the different stuff.
And long form show.
And long form show like this, like the YouTube, the StreamYard, the fucking whatever, and you can put so much content out there. Like you don't need those big record deals and shit no more. You know what I'm saying? If you have something that's gonna pop, that something is gonna catch someone's ear and pass it on to their homies, like yo.
And like I can also catch a freight. I'm gonna steal this run from you for a second.
All right, step in real quick.
All right,
I'll let you have
but if you also have this time that you can take a viral sensation, like people pouring soup over their faces, and get the entire internet ready for one particular track. You know what I'm saying? I know we were talking about it before. Right now we have another special guest. That's why it's so good. We have Wr8thy in here tonight, and we are getting ready to shake the Juggalo cord just a little bit more. We're bringing the home team.
I love it.
Jakey, announce Acetone so I don't say his name wrong.
Bitch is called.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Can y'all hear me? The only reason I want to blow up is so Bobby learns how to say my name, bro. Yo.
I know. Dale's my name. Dale's my name, and I got a fucking number in that shit.
Yo, the DJ Wr8thy shit, it go hard as fuck though. I didn't even realize at first when you were like following me on Twitter, I didn't realize that was you until I realized it was you, and then I like went and like looked at everything. It was fucking tight.
Bro, we talked about
Thank you, bro.
like,
Thank you.
When the mixes started dropping, and like we were so confused, like, damn, is Wr8thy dropping some heat? You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
fire.
Like,
They're good mixes, you know.
Then like you kind of see the connection, like when Bridget started posting it first, you know what I'm saying? Like she was retweeting it and posting it, like it's gotta be somebody who knows. And then like the next thing you know, it was like, you know, Illy Gal's posting like, yo, I'm done with this music stuff. I'm moving on to something different.
I feel like when Bridget asked me about it, she's like, "Oh, have you heard any of this like new Wr8thy stuff?" Blah blah. And like she was like trying to see what I was gonna say before I said anything, and then she's like, "Oh blah blah, that's legal, blah blah." I was like, "Oh shit, well good thing I fucking loved it before I fucking said anything else." You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's dope. Bridget's been going hard for me since fucking the illegal days, and I fucking love her for that. Like for real.
That's some dumb shit too. Illegal go hard. ACDC tone. I'm on the highway to hell type beat.
Well, I don't know, man. Like I said, you know, I come on the internet one day and everyone's pouring soup on their face. They're cooking themselves in bathtubs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was Taffy. She went fucking Super Saiyan on that shit for sure.
I
thought it was tight. I didn't know, like I never asked anybody to pour soup on them, so it kind of just happened. And then I guess everyone was like, "Yeah, I guess that's what's to do." I know Acetone's baby mama. Do you know both of my baby mamas, Death Destroyer?
The thing is, what's dope about that though, it was like the whole Creek shit. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody told it. Darby and Dev never posted like, yo.
No, yeah.
Creek.
And the Creek.
Yeah, motherfuckers were creaking.
Taffy killing both challenges.
Yeah, Taffy killing both challenges.
That was tight. That looked like I would low key. I would drink that bath water. Okay. No.
I watched all those videos and I was like, "Doug, we're showing OnlyFans content right now."
Yeah. Oh, actually,
someone paid to watch.
The homie Shutter Jug and his chick Britt, they actually did something with the soup on OnlyFans. I haven't seen it, but they did.
I don't necessarily want to see that. I've seen that.
Yeah, I'm just saying it exists. It actually does exist.
This code is set up like it's a fucking snuff film. Like the Pisco one, the graininess of it, the fucking music in the background. Yeah, that like people in Russia are paying mad money to see something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nick Bazaar went crazy too. Did a whole little thing to it.
I couldn't find Nick's on Twitter.
Oh shit!
I saved all the ones I could find. Yeah, I know that.
Sounds like, hey Nick, if you're still here, saying this thing.
Yeah, something else with Nixon too.
I mean, it's dope, man. Like again, it's that jug shit, dude. Like you said, you didn't tell no one to pour soup on themselves, man. Darby and Dev ain't tell nobody to pull up in the creek and soak yourself and fuck.
Yeah, that shit's tight. That's an example of how like everybody that we fuck with is like also on some creative shit. Because even that, like, it may not seem like much to anybody, but to me, that shit's pretty fucking dope. I think even like with the creek shit, I was excited. That's not even my album, and I was excited to see everybody doing all that creek shit.
Bro, everybody was doing like the day it drops for like the whole month too. You know what I'm saying?
People got deeper and deeper into the creek for every video. Standing next to the creek in your cool Darby shirts to being fully submerged.
Yeah, like
it's a lake.
Yeah, straight up.
Someone might have.
Bro, I think Why Not was the one that pushed that fucking bar up with the
always submerged in the rain type beat. Yo, that was like,
Why Not?
Motherfuckers out there making their own R&B in the fucking cup.
Hey, I just want to say you did mention Why Not. It is his birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Why Not, bro? Yeah.
Man. He pulled up on us a couple times, man, when we did the Junta in South Bend over here in Indiana. He pulled up. Shit, man.
Bringing handfuls of the Why Not pack.
Yo, the Why Not pack. If y'all don't know what the Why Not pack,
smell the Why Not pack.
Got my soul in my body. That Why Not pack do be hitting, bro.
That Why Not pack is on another level.
I might even been off the Why Not pack towards the end of the C17 party. That might have been.
You was off something else. I don't know if it was fucking Why Not pack.
No, that was straight, bro. I for the record, nobody ever let me do acid before something important again ever.
We'll try not to let you, but if you let you, I mean,
I'm
not gonna tell you no. You're a grown ass man. I want to force you not to do it. I'm glad that
we'll remind you how you felt this year.
Be like, yo, remember what happened last time? I'll be like,
at one point at the C17 party, I kind of revived him a little bit, but I think he was too far gone at this point.
Yeah.
I couldn't get a word out of you, bro. Yeah, I could not.
And that's out of character for me. That I'm usually like.
No, I know. I was slightly concerned, but I was also like, he's probably.
Everybody. Yeah, I was like having a good time. It's just. I was just
you look fine. Like you look cool.
I was just like, bro, like, oh my god.
Yeah. My man was in the fucking
Loki, that's why I call him
in the lawn chair, and he was like this.
Yeah, and the thing, bro, at one point, the security back there tried to kick me and Monster out, and I started freaking out. And Monster's like, bro, we don't need no fucking credentials right here. And I was like, I'm not fucking moving from this chair, bro. And I grabbed the Jaeger bottle and started chugging it in front of the security. And he's like, hold on. And he like walked off and asked, I think he asked Kev or somebody if it was cool for it back there. And they're like, yeah, it's cool. I couldn't fucking handle probably like mobbing around on acid around the whole grounds like that. I was like in the place where I wanted to be at.
No, I was way too fucked up that night too. But I was right there with you, so no fucking judgment whatsoever. Fuck.
Yo, but yeah, the soup, bro, the soup shit really it got out of control to the point where like Frankie Goldie lost sleep over it, bro. He lost like 3 days of sleep over the soup. He hits me up. He hits
innocent in the green room right now, so I'm bringing him while you keep telling the story.
He's like, bro, I haven't slept in like 5 days.
Yo.
I'm like, oh shit. Gucci Goldie, what's up?
Yo.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Till I got he's on the fucking he's on his gang shit. He's on his Juggalo gang shit. Yo, bruh. that thing's an eyeball sometimes that stares at you, y'all. It turns into an eyeball.
Ground zero.
Oh
yeah.
Yo, I just want to set up the track real quick and say hello to everybody. Hello, everybody out there.
You're gonna play it outside right there?
I'm gonna play it right here. Fuck you, bro. Yo, I just want to say some shit. Darby, don't you start fucking with me right now, bro. I'm on a roll right now. I'm with my peoples right now, Darby.
All I know,
You feel me?
yo, do y'all know do you know who DJ Juggalo is? Everybody?
Yo, do your homework about
Do your
DJ
homework on
Zergalo.
DJ Zergalo, for real. He's coming out hard, bro.
Oh, I know who it is. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yo, check this shit out.
Is that guy gonna listen to the soup? Yo,
You fuck with Soup?
yo, you fuck with the soup, my boy? You're a mean motherfucker. Go.
What's your favorite kind of soup?
What did he say? Was it? He better not say lentil, bro. I'll slap the shit.
You like lentil soup?
Lentil.
I like lentil soup.
You ever had lentil soup
It's not my
before?
favorite. I like lentil soup.
No.
Frankie says your mix was bad.
What?
I
Who
know
said
my
what?
mix was bad. Frankie Goldie told me. That's all right. Frankie Goldie told me my mix was bad too.
Okay, now I remember. Okay, yeah, there was the first mix of What Will Be was not very good.
Frankie got so frustrated during the process of this song, bro. He almost fucking fired me.
I think
He
I
almost
quit
fired me,
Bloom
bro.
Unit like 3 times, if I'm honest. Like, I was just like, I'm over this shit.
He's like,
bro.
I'm done with this.
I'm
And then the next day he hit me up. He's like, so anyways, bro, here's the new mix. I was like, all right.
Yeah. We're doing good though. Gloom Unit still coming out due to the demand of the people. You feel me? The online community decided to make it so. It was really just a conversation between me and Acetone. You guys put your nose in the middle, and now we're about to do a big fat ass line. So let's
My
fucking
nose
get
in
it.
the middle of some shit.
But if I think like right now, a lot of these people wouldn't be able to do a fat ass line because they poured soup all over their face and their nostrils are all blocked with different soupy party full.
See, me, I would have used chicken noodle the whole time. I didn't know that motherfuckers are gonna use the thickest soup they could find, which I'm appreciate that. But
Everybody just did whatever they wanted, man.
like
like
chicken
red,
noodle,
too.
yeah, red, like you know the stewy kind of soups too. Like
That shit stains, bro.
I would have
Like
done.
they all did too.
Yo, snap.
No doubt.
So
That's true.
Goldie man, you
Shout out
have
to
to
you,
set this track up. Set the track up then for me, dog. What's this Juggalo?
All right.
Carnival soup.
All right. So here's what happened. The soup was on the pot. Acetone started mixing it up. He added a few ingredients.
Shaggy
And then he
Airhead.
said, what's missing? Let me add some Shaggy the Airhead up in the mix. And then he added Frankie Goldie up in the mix. And then he was like, I don't know. But then everybody was like, oh shit, there's a fucking version of the song that exists. So they started fucking running it up. And they demanded it. And they tagged it. And they fucking kicked down the motherfucking doors. And now they're on their Oliver Twist type shit. And they want another bowl. You
Oliver
feel me?
Twist the lid. There's actually 50.
They're on that Oliver Twist the lid off the chemicals type
There's
shit.
actually 50 versions of this song, and there's even a version of this song with Darby on it.
Yep. Yeah, the soup is pretty much forever, and it's a nonstop cook-up. It's a nonstop cook-up. So this
I'm
is
sure
just one variation.
Clinton confirm or deny that in the chat room, you know.
Darby can fucking confirm that he ate an entire large Domino's pizza for dinner. That's about it.
Yeah. That's really why boy's been sick. It wasn't the COVID. He ate a fucking Domino's pizza to himself, fucked his guts up, you know what I'm saying?
That motherfucker be fucking with the Domino's on the low, bro.
No, we're not good, but we're getting better. Domino's.
So fuck Domino's, fuck pizza. We're bringing it back because everybody's getting sick. You need your soup.
It's fall.
It's soup season.
Autumn equinox was yesterday. I hope y'all
Yeah.
have great feasts and shit. I don't know if
For
you're
real.
supposed to do that on autumn equinox, but I did.
So-
I had a feast and shit.
Much love to everybody. I'm gonna get out of here before the cops come. Peace, love, and soup. Bloop.
Thank you for feeding the soup. Everyone in the chat. The Juggalos worldwide. You've asked, and now you shall receive. Get your bowls ready. Get your cups ready. They're about to overfill it with the soup. Much love, Acetone and Goldilocks. You know what I'm saying? We about to run this shit. You guys are hearing it here for maybe the first time. I think
Gary Goldie.
some people might have been able to hear it. Other places, maybe it has been released.
This is actually the first. Unless Frankie sent this to anybody, this is actually the first time this is going to be heard right now.
Yeah.
A fucking world premiere here on the Weekly The Web Show with special guest Wr8thy. If that wasn't dope enough, we had
I'm
this
hungry.
world premiere.
No.
Let's feed the Juggalos. Without further ado, the carnival soup is about you right now.
That is the soup.
Why do you hate me?
No.
Hold on. Let's have the fuck.
I swear to God, you guys. I want
Here
to
we go.
Yo, we're all
Here we go.
jokers partied up too. Look at us, all of us.
Yeah, we are.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, straight up. Oh, yeah. Let's run this junta right now. You guys are hearing it here on the Weekly The Web Show. Let's get it. Zoom.
Let's go.
It's not gonna play. It ain't playing.
0 minutes and 0 seconds.
Bro.
Rip.
I'm so
All right.
excited.
What happened was,
Did he not? Hold on, I could send it real quick if he didn't.
Hold on. He did. I don't know what's happening.
send
Right
the
now.
clown chopper, dog.
Oh wait, here we go.
Here we go. Let me try it again. Let me try it.
Refresh.
There we go. There we go.
Just that glue on this shit, man. Yeah. Shout out that boy, Shaggy the Airhead, Lazy Crazy, Blue Beauty, Caviar shit. Let's go. Call it what you wanna call it, baby. Just don't call on me. I came to fuck it up and hit the seat. No apology. I can hear their voices what they speak. What the fuck they want with me? Bitch, don't even talk to me. Whipped it in the pot, now I'm Demo with the collard greens. Read up on the block with them rocks, serving all the beats. Fire starter hotter than Little Weeds on Carter 3. Bitch, I'm K-Slay, I'm the drama king. Got a Gucci link in a lot of blink. The streets ain't safe no more. The block is hotter than the sauna beat. Till the end of me, they wanna target me. I really need this fucking block. Switchblade walking down your street. Yeah. Goldie Main is what they calling me. Yeah. Out here slicing up your arteries.
The Juggalo
Yeah.
action, bro.
Tim Impala got a lot of weed. Yeah. I be higher than the Martians be. Yeah.
Slides in the snow. Hatchet man on the jersey. Blazing crazy. See the toe. Yeah, let's fucking get it, dog. This is soul food. Y'all are old blues. We been killing shit for real. Shut up my whole crew. Fuck whatever you been going through. Live your life like you don't know the rules. Oh, now they notice you. Yo, what happens next? We been snapping necks. I'm up for snapping necks. That's just a happy flex. I got a lot on my mind, so I'm gonna grind. Getting dope, getting lit all the fucking time.
Baby, I'm a beast. You should stay away. Got a lot of habits destroying my brain. It's an Arizona thing. Always distributing weight. Flipping baggies full of Mighty Cyrus's back in the day. Don't play with me, baby girl. Nah, I ain't with the games. I be with them cemetery ladies doing freaky things. Got you cheating on your man for me. Naked when you dance on me. Super litty. Sucking on your titties off a Zen loaded. Rolling with the windows down all through the hood. I'm sliding with a pretty hoochie mama who's having trouble deciding if she wanna hit the town or have my dick all up inside her, but I ain't complaining though. Little mama been a rider, and me I been a thugger. No, that's how I was raised. Your dirty dickie stand with paint next to a wall that I sprayed up. Rep the dark side, dressed in all black like my name is Darth Vader, but I ain't wearing a cape. I'm yelling, I'll never save her.
And these bitches wearing Uggs, yoga pants. They still trying to dance with a player. You already know what the fuck it is, baby.
This is soul food. Y'all are old blues. We been killing shit for real. Shut up my whole crew. Fuck whatever you been going through. Live your life like you don't know the rules. Oh, now they notice you. Yo, what happens next? We been snapping necks. I'm up for snapping necks. That's just a happy flex.
That's
I
fucking
got a
funny.
lot on my mind,
Oh,
so I'm
shit.
gonna grind. Getting dope, getting lit all the fucking time.
I'm the real sexorcist, bro.
Y'all snap.
Yo, thank you. Hell yeah.
Fire.
Darby's my favorite rapper too, so that's fucking funny. Oh, you're muted.
Fire, bro.
Oh, hell yeah, yo. Hey,
Hey,
that shit
he
was-
said, wearing a cape like Darth Vader, but I won't ever save her. Don't save her. She
Yeah,
don't wanna see you save her.
I said rep the dark side, dressed in all black like my name is Darth Vader, but I ain't wearing a cape. I'm yelling, I'll never save her. Yup.
Yer.
Yo, bro, that was some good soup.
That was such
some
a
good
treat.
I'm glad it was worth it, bro. Fucking
So glad I was here for that shit.
Amazing. Thank you.
that shit
That's so
will
fun.
actually come on the physical single that I'm sending everybody that bought the single and shirts or whatever. It'll be on online eventually and shit, but
Hell yeah.
but
It's been fucking classic.
hell yeah.
Another
for y'all
certified
to-
jug classic.
Another certified
real jug shit.
Shaggy snapped on that shit too.
Yo, hey,
Shaggy snapped.
Shaggy.
Hey, man. That's like the bread and butter, man.
I originally wanted to call it Juggalo Soup or Carnival Soup for the Juggalo Soul, but I felt like that was too long. So we just changed it to
I like
Carnival
that.
Long time because like one of them darky friends.
Exactly.
I also thought it was more up Darby's alley to name the song that long. So
That long, yeah.
This should have been like Juggalo soup or carnival soup for the Juggalo soul after eating Mac into the basement in a car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With a silver spoon, bitch.
With a silver spoon, yeah, absolutely. Darby got the long ass fucking song titles that no one will ever create.
I love those long name songs.
Hey,
Oh, yeah. No, like, yeah, you know the one that one that has the long name, with the one
Darby does that, so no one will ever cover any of his songs again. Because they're like,
It's smart too because you know, like there's no way that you can look up that song and it's gonna be a different song. You know, if it's that
Right,
long,
absolutely.
it ain't gonna be someone else's song, bro. It's,
and that's the thing too. You're like, you ever hear like them talking about on live streams that like when him and Darby were doing this, when they were all doing the swamp rat shit, man. Like there was shit like, oh yeah, that's the one you sent me that said blah 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 blah. And then there's some off the wall shit. You're like, bro, that's not the song that came out.
Yo,
You
my
know what I'm
favorite
saying?
shit, bro, is when we'll be sending songs back and forth that we're working on, and this motherfucker will put the craziest fucking shit on fucking on the titles and shit, like while we're working on it, before it comes to the final title of the song and shit.
Are we gonna play it? We're playing it. We're playing it. Yeah, tell them right now.
Goldie sent me another one then too, but I don't think we're
Goldie just sent maybe.
because how dope has it been throughout this weekly web show that we have Wr8thy come and visit. Wr8thy came in. And we got to fucking. We got to eat some soup together then too. I mean, that's fucking.
You guys, that's groundbreaking, bro. People have been at my throat about the soup, and I'm just like, you know, I want to give it to y'all, but it's, you know, now y'all got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, I'm like, I really appreciate that letting us play soup because, like I said, man,
First time ever.
Jug's been going crazy online for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, spilling fucking. Like, bro, you could get like a listeria from eating soup that's been fucking, you know, like expired. And Juggy was just like all over the shit, you know. You know, there was so much. There was comedic value to these, and there was artistic value.
Did you guys see the one that the homegirl Cordelia made, where she picked up the soup with her feet and like poured it on?
Yeah, that was the first one that we played. Yeah, that was very interesting.
That was probably one of my favorites.
Extra points because there was a dog in that one then too. So, but then it was like borderline creepy because the dog was licking the soup on bottom. In seminar, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, that's the shit. Wr8thy, you know, like I said, like, you know, it's been super fresh to have you on here, and I know that you got a lot more in the works. The latest remix was, you know, was it the migraine one? Do you have anything else that's coming up after that?
Oh yeah, I have a lot of things I've been working on. I'm really excited to share some shit that you'll know about in the future. But yeah, this is just the beginning. Like for real, this is just the very fucking beginning of what the Wr8thy project is. Like my next goal is to start performing live and do some live shows and actually like get my ass on stage again. You might hear some shit from me and Bridget in the near future because she's been fucking killing the game. So yeah, no, I'm really excited to see what like the next year has in store for all of us, for real. Like, you know, everyone needs to give themselves a pat on the back right now because
You guys are all doing great.
everyone's been killing it. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of my family.
Absolutely, thank you for sure, 100%. But Jiggy's over there patting himself on the back.
Yo, you guys are fucking all hard workers and an inspiration to me, for real.
100%,
All y'all,
man, like,
everybody here.
You asked a little bit.
It's the same, bro. Like, you see, you know what I'm saying? You out there grinding, Wr8thy's out there grinding, you know, everybody else out there grinding, Bridget.
Y'all are out there grinding.
Darby, like, we just bring in what you guys are giving to us, to everybody else, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
Yeah, but you guys show up every week, you know what I'm saying? Or as many.
you guys say the dope shit.
Yeah.
You guys fucking killed it with the koozies at the gathering too. That shit was fucking hard.
We're just putting it out there for you guys, man. Like, it's all love, man. Like,
I finally ate the chili pop. That shit was good as fuck.
The fucking heat at the podcast event, fucking bacon.
We're not the negativity. We're not a negativity base.
Yeah, we just love this Juggalo shit so much that, like, I don't know, like, for us, it doesn't, like, without y'all, we couldn't do what we're doing, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like at the same time, I guess
If you look at like literally, if you look at the three people in here, without the three, like, we don't have, I mean, we got other shit to talk about, but like, there's a lot of dope shit that's out there that's coming out. That's fucking, we use Bridget's fucking songs every week for the internet, you know? So, like,
hell yeah.
There's shit that's dope, and Wr8thy's killing it with the mix.
Southwest Funk on that.
Yeah, the Southwest Funk.
I just filmed the video. I just filmed the music video to that. It was fucking gonna be tight. It's gonna be done in a week, so I'll probably drop a date to it like in a week and shit. It'll be.
Hey, well, you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be done in a week, so you didn't have Stripe. Is that what you're saying?
Huh? No, I didn't go through Strife. I want to say unfortunately, but I love Stripe, but I didn't go through Stripe and shit.
You said, yeah, it'll be out in a week. I was like, oh, yeah, so Stripe definitely didn't do it. Is what you're saying.
Yo, with the Wr8thy stuff, do you like, what do you do your mixes on and shit? What do you make your mixes on?
Yeah, so I use Ableton. Yeah.
You just do it all on Ableton, or do you have like little tables and shit?
Yeah, so I've been doing everything through Ableton, but I recently got a mixer, and that's going to be another step of like learning how to use it and you know, take what I'm doing kind of as like a bedroom producer and taking it to like the live stage.
Yeah, that's tight. That's fucking dope though. They sound hella good. Your mixes and shit.
Yeah, when you were saying you were gonna start maybe doing shows like that, that's what I was wondering. Were they gonna be more like DJ sets or like those like prepared like produce that, you know what I'm saying, where you'll play like your stuff.
Yeah, I guess when we get there.
We talked about it a couple times where like even like the late night show like at the gathering, it would be dope to have some kind of like DJ type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole fucking chapter 17.
That shit was one of the best parties I've ever been to out of any gathering. And I'm not just saying that because it's the homies and shit. Like it literally was a fun ass fucking time. Like
absolutely, and that's what I was saying. Like everybody killed it, and there was a mix of everything, bro. Like you had Darby dropping
at that point when Darby started fucking with the tables and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
You had Darby doing the new metal. You had Kev Buck doing like the fucking.
That was also for the record. That was like the most fucked up, or maybe not even fucked up, the most hyped I've ever seen Hex as well. That fool was fucking on a fucking different level and shit.
I was up there. Me and my baby got there, and I was like, yo, let's just go up there. And Strike pulled us up, and we were chilling up there with him. And Hex was just on one, dog. Like Hex was
me and that about that shit for weeks.
I'm sorry, he posted them shits from beginning to end every single night. Like shout out to Hex for that, for real.
Yeah.
Hex was
just out there on some real jug shit, bro.
Hex was
just chopping up with them underneath ICP's merch.
Yeah, bro.
But it's just like on some junk shit. He was just buying some
Yeah,
random shit.
we were literally
Like,
just
you know,
we went in there and
that's
checked
how
it out.
we've known Hex forever. Was just on some real junk shit. So like we ran into him at the Galley this last year, the first time that we saw him, and he was just over there buying some ice cream merch, drinking with us, bullshit with us or whatever.
Yeah,
it was funny as fuck. That motherfucker's on some real jug shit. That's why we love to see Jugs. The Jugs have been on some winning ass shit. That's why tonight's episode feels so good. And Wr8thy here.
He snapped on Terror on his verse on Terror, Drew.
Bro, tell me, like that Terror. I think collectively everyone has been talking about Terror. Like, yo, that's one
of my top favorite songs, bro.
Right there. That shit is gas, bro. That shit
Yeah,
is
that beat is fire.
It's like a remix of that old Snoop Dogg song, right? And a mix of something else.
Bro, like it has that West Coast feel for sure. And like that's some other shit where Dev's like, on some wild shit where Dev could be like Dev do swampy ass fucking creek shit and then do some West Coast ass fucking.
Yeah, he's versatile.
Shit,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's dope is like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody here, man, is on some dope shit, man. Like, and that's what's dope, man. Like, we're just spreading all the new shit out there.
I think
trying to get it all out there.
I think with everybody like encouraging each other and like, you know, giving each other like positive feedback, or even like when we're not doing something that tight, like Frankie Goldie will tell me when I'm not doing something that tight, and I'll be like,
Frankie Goldie a real one, man.
Yeah, and so all that shit's fucking that shit's dope. I think it's just like all of us bouncing back and forth our energies of like creation and shit, you know.
And that's what's dope. Like I don't think this community don't need like a lot of yes men. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want everybody to like, oh yeah, you should dope, you should dope, you should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
even with the open arms that we have, I feel like juggalos are the quickest to call you on the shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll tell you straight up, like I don't care who you are, like
yeah, for sure.
Like that's just me, but like
genuine feedback is more appreciated than just like positive.
Yeah, like,
you know, like
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I don't like this shit, I'm like, yo.
I appreciate that.
Like,
yeah, no, that's good. Yeah. I would appreciate that more than like when I send somebody like a song that ain't out. I don't want to be like, yo, I don't want to hear, yo, that's fucking dope, like automatic. I want to know, like, yo, what should I change about this? I'm sending
everything that I send them. I'm like, are you guys saying this shit? I'll go back and forth with them for a minute. Like, look, I know we're boys. Just tell me it sucks so that I can go change it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell Bobby all the time, like, yo, I like this shit a bit, but like maybe do this or maybe.
Yeah, that's the good shit.
I'm not as musically inclined as like, you know what I'm saying, like especially when it comes to DJ shit. Like I'm like, but like, yo, check this out.
But you know music, you know good music though.
Like fuck with this shit or try it this way or something. Like this part's dope, but that other part was you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna tell you to like, yo, just because you're my homie, like. Your shit's dope, bro. Like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? But like, I never had that real big issue because a lot of the shit that the homies put out is like, is gas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be like, oh, this shit's whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not me. But at the same time, like, I would tell you if I ain't feeling it, like, this just change it up a little bit here or do this or do that. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna send me something and ask
like,
me
bro, if I send somebody a song and I was on some lawless type flow and someone said it was tight, bro, like I'll be mad as hell, bro. You feel me?
Right. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying, dog. Like,
you said some lawless type flow in that first second. I was like, wait, what do you mean? Oh,
you feel me? Like, no one should be telling me I'm fucking dope when I'm rapping like that, bro. I swear.
I would. Hey, if you're rapping like that, I'm gonna tell you just like, yo, hang it up, dog.
Yeah.
Take the green screen down.
Yeah, you're right.
Put the mic up.
That's all other stuff, man. That's just like, you know.
I'll see you at the gathering, dog. But
I was like, really, I'm sure that we like really try to just get behind good shit. You know what I'm saying? Whether it is acid tones, music, or what Wr8thy's doing now. You know what I'm saying? Like Bridget, even like we play Bridget shit like all the time. Like really, like we know what to get behind, and not just because it's the popular thing, but we see the real shit, you know.
Yeah, it's dope that like some people can see ahead of time the way some shit's going, you know, like the direction shit's going and shit.
Yeah.
And like,
You know, like on some like on some Juggalo tastemaker shit, you know what I'm saying? Terry D, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, you know, motherfuckers overlook Terry D,
the
but
boy,
Terry
bro.
D was like one of the dudes.
Bro, I was that guy go hard, bro. I was drunk as fuck in Dallas at the Shaggy show, and I was talking to Shaggy. I was talking to Airhead at his merch shit, and I was all drunk, and I turned to Terry, and I'm like, "Yo, bro, not on some tripping show." I was like, "You know who I am, bro?" And he's like, "No, what the fuck?" I was like, "Bro, I'm fuck. You don't know who the fuck." I was like, "Oh, mad and shit." Like, I was just like fucking with him and shit. And I'm like, I'm asking, "Yo, now I know, dog." That shit was so funny, bro. That fool's cool.
We
He's
fuck
cool.
with Terry D, but like, man,
Yeah,
I know a lot of people be tripping on Terry D, man. But I mean, he's cool people's man.
Yeah,
he's grounded.
It was just on some Juggalo tastemaker shit. It was like, you know, before anyone really fucked with Terry D, or even Bill Gates will throw.
Y'all remember when Terry D was a Killer T?
Killer T?
Yeah, bro, that's old school. No one, not a lot of people know that shit.
He got older and mature and realized that Killer T did not fucking sound right. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the Juggalo world, I think it's not more creative.
The whole Killer T shit was here on TeamMUJ, bro. On fucking that shit trash, that shit fire, bro. He won one of our episodes and got the beat from Shaggy and fucking our Devin and whoever had the beat at the time. I think it was Shaggy. And he got the beat, bro, but he was Killer T. And
we kept saying Tier DS, and Shaggy's like, "Look, Doc, I don't know, Killer T or the other way around." It was one of the ones where we're like, "He went by Killer T," like, you know. But I told several people, even Jigsaw Killer, who dropped the Killer out of your name.
Drop the Killer. Yo, that is where I met EC. That's tight.
Drop the Killer, dog. Like, hey, if you're a Juggalo rapper, I'm gonna tell you right now. Look at me in the camera. Drop the Killer.
Look at me in the camera.
If you're fucking like,
if you're a Juggalo rapper over 30, first, get a hold of me. But second, drop the Killer.
Y'all need to drop that shit, man. Come up with something creative, man. Like,
Yo, also, the homie Remy was talking about how Strife was advising him to start painting his face again on stage. I just want to say that's bad advice. Don't start painting your face again, Remy. I like face paint, but Remy, don't do that, bro.
No, hey, Remy, be yourself, dog. Like, don't.
It's not
Strife
necessary.
got some good advice, I guess, if you want to say that. But like, I was supposed to do a song. No, Jigsaw's tripping. I was supposed to fucking go record for Strife like fucking months ago. I got the song.
I still need that Jiggy verse, bro.
What's up, dog? I got you. Send me some shit. As long as Saul fucking comes through and I can fucking go record at his house. I can't record it. I haven't got no kind of fucking equipment. I'll send you like an iPhone verse or some shit.
Bro, are those mics blue bottle mics right there?
No, those are fucking rock.
Okay, they look like blue bottle mics. Those are
Rockville.
They might not even be plugged in right now.
I don't even
That's fucking funny. Hell yeah.
Don't tell nobody.
When it comes to shows and stuff out in your area, like, are there opportunities for things like that, for even like more so what you're doing now? I know, like, back in the day for a while, you were like hosting events like this. Is there still an opportunity to, like, you know, create those things, or is there another scene out there where you can do the same thing that you're doing now?
It's definitely not like it was back in like 2010 to 2012 when like the dubstep craze kind of took over, and I just the way that all fell into my lap was kind of crazy, and it was short-lived, but it was awesome. There's definitely like avenues, but I feel like I'm trying to really, like, at this point, just kind of like cater to juggalos. I tried to get on the Darby Ouija Revelations show in Providence. Whoever promoted it was kind of snubbed me or whatever, but I'm like, it's fine in due time. You know what I mean? Like, there's no rush to this shit. I feel like, I don't know, when you're a DJ, you can do that shit into your old age. Like, I know a lot of older DJs, like fucking Spango comes to mind. Like, that dude is, you know? So, like, I'm not trying to rush into anything or push it down anyone's throat. I kind of just want it to be this like gradual, organic thing where maybe I'll get to open a Juggalo show here and there, maybe get to play the Gathering, you know what I mean, and kind of just fall into that. And if I get other opportunities to do like a Lost Lands or something like that, like fuck yeah, like that would be dope, you know. But I kind of want to stick to Jugs right now.
That's tight.
We were talking about the Lost Land shit all week because, like, if you take a look at,
it's crazy to go there to the Gathering.
The difference between Lost Land and the Gathering,
it's like, how is that in the same place? How does that fit on the same stage? How does that happen? On
Yo, they stream that. They live stream it. Like it's called Couchlands or something. Couchlands.
The second stage, like the stage that Darby played on this year.
If you look at where everybody's cars parked at the Gathering, there's a glamping fucking tents all set up.
I almost thought that was an AI photo when Hayes.
That shit was crazy. I didn't know that was real. I thought it was like a AI photo for sure.
And then I looked like deeper into it, and there's like a whole thread, and this chick was like showing this shit. Like they give you like free toiletries and stuff to fucking make sure that you're good. Like you fucking nice showers or whatever. I was like, I thought that was fake. And I was like, there's no way that was real.
They built a whole bridge.
Yeah, they have a drug bridge at the fucking Lost Lands that they disassemble and shit.
Over the street, like
to cross the freeway and shit. Yeah.
Wow.
So hopefully they give a fuck less about the straggling juggalos who are crossing that freeway at the time. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they're like get hit or don't, but be here and spend your money.
That bridge cost more than the fucking Gathering budget, like for sure. Dog.
Bobby sent me the fucking the main stage, the prehistoric stage. Where he was like, bro, he's like, the production of that stage probably costs more than the whole fucking Gathering. I was like, bro, you ain't lying.
Designing the stage probably costs more than
the fucking pterodactyls and shit.
Like pterodactyls sitting there, and then the LED screens.
I've seen the other dinosaurs at the Gathering. I ain't never seen no motherfucking pterodactyls.
Yeah, they take a lot of them down. They actually have a lot more. They just take them down.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever found the T-Rex that's there?
It's dark. I got a picture of it last year. Almost got kicked
out.
There's a T-Rex there. I can never find it.
I got a picture of it last year. Almost got kicked
out.
No,
I was supposed to go Jordan up there one year.
Remember that spot right behind the beer exchange, right behind the water pipe? That was like a cave thing.
Yeah.
Bro, I was flipping through pictures today, and there's like motherfuckers are like chilling in the cave, and there's like a little like.
Bro, I showed them a picture earlier. That's the stage that Darby played on. You know, like that fucking that second stage, like show that shit out of the fucking like.
Yo, so do you have any influences, Wr8thy, Sarah? You got any like
second stage.
EDM?
That's where Darby performed.
Like DJ influences?
That's the second stage.
Oh yeah.
Like
you see how crazy that is?
That is crazy.
Compared to what we see?
Yeah, no, that's fucking sick.
And that's
we gotta all go. Let's all go one year. Like we gotta go to that shit. Like
Dude, I was
prepping.
the parents are out there right now.
Are they over there? They're over there right now?
Well, Humble and Emily are over there right now.
Tight.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Fairly Godparents.
Yeah, but no, I have a lot of EDM influence.
Yeah, who's like your top like top three or five?
For what I do, I mentioned earlier Suhan. He's this producer DJ, really underground. He's out of Baltimore, but like he's like the mashup king. And actually during COVID, I took a tutorial from him because they couldn't play shows, so he was.
They were doing online shit.
Yeah, I took one class just to kind of pick his brain and like understand how Ableton works and how he cuts his samples and how he creates his shit. Like he told me to download Mixed in Key, which is a great software, which actually helps you understand which songs kind of like go with other songs depending on the beats per minute. So it really fucking helps kind of simplify it. But Suhan, definitely go check him out. Like he is so fucking dope. People who know me know that I've fucked with Bass Nectar for like a
Bass Nectar go hard. They got a lot of good shit. I don't know if that's one person, but
it's a whole team. The whole Bass Nectar thing was like a movement, and it's kind of really sad how it all played out. I don't want to get into it, but like he's not doing shit anymore, or he is, but it's kind of like on the low. But I'm sorry, nothing fucking gets my fucking like juices flowing, like some fucking nasty, like legit nectar.
I like the grimy sound and shit. You know, I like Zed's dad. I think they're called. They go hard, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Or they or he. I don't really know. Like, I don't really.
They're doing a dope ass run, and that's 2 guys. They're doing a dope ass run in Chicago, or 3-day run in Chicago. They did like all theme 3-peat. Looks dope as fuck.
Yeah. Pretty Lights, that was another one that really influenced me back in the day. Like, the dude would literally get a band together and make songs to sample. Like, he would create shit to sample from, and I just thought that was so.
I show people a lot that he did that like Vice video, the documentary for Color Map of the Sun, where he went like all over, like down in New Orleans, and like sampled the brass that people were doing, and like having these chicks do the vocals, and like it was just like weird. Like, and one point he's like, pretend like zombies are chasing you or something. She's just like singing this shit, and it's just so dope. I mean, like, for the like Color Map of the Sun is a fucking magnum opus of any artist. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I really like this stuff.
I'm just glad that Pretty Lights is back.
Any type of video work I do, any type of video work I do is Pretty Lights influence that too. Like, I used to watch like the videos that he would do just like in random cities when he was on tour, and then put them together with just like, I don't know, I was like, so even like a lot of the Chop and Blaze videos just that I did were like really like Pretty Lights influence.
I love that, and I really love that he's back. Like, he went hard on drugs and fell off, and you know, nobody heard from him.
That's Pretty Nice. Shit that you sent. Yeah. When they were in was it Colorado, right?
Yeah, that first part of this new tour, and like when he was at that Mission Ballroom shit. I mean, like, this new tour is insane. I get to go at the end of next month. I'm super.
Oh fuck
Pretty,
yeah!
Pretty Lights.
I just go to one.
Yeah, dude, I remember you got those tickets. That's so tight.
Yeah, I'm like Pretty Lights for I love his work. Like him by himself, but then just doing everything that he's done with these bands, and then like the music they put together.
The shit, the live stream he put.
And then his whole coming back, like the rebirth right now, him coming back from how bad he was on drugs. And
who is that?
Pretty Lights.
Oh, that's who it is. That's an event though, too, right?
No. Well, it's like he's on tour right now. It's like the tour itself is a big event because he does like 3. Yeah, he does like 3 nights. It's all different every 3 nights, whole band. But then like they're doing like crazy new shit for the live streams, even like where they're like using like, I don't know, just like the way that they like they'll scan the shit, a lot of AI shit. Like, I don't know, like you'll have to look into it deeply.
You gotta see it to know.
I know you're on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, I know Bridget's watched a lot of it then too. They like they're doing like.
Is it saved? Like, I can go on Twitch right now.
Yeah, you
oh,
man.
Watch the fucking
crazy visuals of them on the like, and it's not even like full video, like because the AI is so crazy now. They like use like they'll take like these cameras will take these pictures and they'll like just do like this crazy like AI wraparounds while you're watching it. And like just even watching from home, it made me like, I don't know, I felt so good.
It felt kind of like I was there.
When he first announced coming back, I cried when he first announced that video coming back. I seriously like because you know like most of my like a lot of my friends who were involved with the same shit that he did are dead now. You know what I'm saying? For him to be able to come back from that shit and like
y'all heard of sudden death?
I'm saying, oh yeah, sudden death goes hard.
Sudden death go hard for sure.
Yeah.
I wanted to check them out. Acetone, actually, there's a lot of like EDM that I've never seen live, and I fucking want to get out there so bad.
I want to go to that shit. I think it's its own event. Tipper and Friends, they have it there at Legend Valley also.
Yeah.
That shit, the lineups on that shit usually look
I've
insane,
seen Tipper before. That shit's fucking fun.
Tipper is fucking nutty.
You remember fucking Sonic Bloom, Sarah? We saw Tipper. I brought my fucking rabbit. My rabbit was there, like raging.
You were talking about seeing Figure or something last year, I think, Bridget, you did, right?
Oh, Figure. See, yeah, that's a way different vibe. Tipper is way more mellow.
Oh yeah, but so Figure though is doing this Halloween show this year at a fucking like haunted hotel.
It looks so dope.
That's lit.
It looks so fucking
It's a
dope.
haunted hotel experience where they have like 100 rooms available and 4
What the
stages.
fuck?
Haunted hotel,
Yeah, then they're like playing movies, fucking having this fucking like show and all that shit. It looks so good. Figure's from Indiana. The show's happening in Indianapolis or whatever, but I couldn't fuck with Figure.
He does that horror style shit.
Yeah.
But
Figures.
He always does that shit for Halloween then too, but yeah, that's the harder shit. It definitely different than Tipper and Figure. I know you guys were saying that, but it just came to my mind. I saw that shit last year. Tipper would be that more fucking.
We need
chilled
Figure
out.
at the gathering. Like me and Bridget been saying this for years, bro. Like Figure would fit in so fucking good with the gathering crowd. Like
Well, that was what we were talking about, like this past couple of years. Like after the main stage shit, like a lot of EDM shit would go hard as
Yeah, they should have DJs playing.
They used to have those like late night foam EDM part. I mean, they still do, I guess, but like they used to have them like a lot more at Cave and Rock. I feel like.
And they used to do like a lot more DJ shit. I mean, like a few years back, they had Flosstradamus and Flosstradamus.
I remember one time they had Flosstradamus at the gathering. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I wasn't there. I wasn't there that year. I don't think. But yo, like I remember I used to be able to like stumble into a fucking tent late at night and fucking ABK or somebody's like in there just DJing the fuck out, like playing some
Club Chaos.
What was that? Club Chaos. Yeah, Club Chaos.
Psycho Jesus hours, bro.
Oh yeah.
Hey, me and Bobby walked into this tent at Chaos, bro, at Nelson Legends, bro. And Tech and Chris Calico, when he had the red spikes.
Yeah, Tech when he had the fucking red spikes.
Tech had the red
Top was just like
Tech was dope.
Yeah.
They were
When Tech was dope.
Like, so it was like late night. It was like
Oh, I will never forgive Strife for making us watch the entire fucking music video of Tech Nine and The Rock. That fucking
Oh my
video that he made us watch it from start to finish.
Bro, low key, look, I'm gonna say it right now. Fucking Shaquille O'Neal is an all-around better musician than The Rock is. He has. Shaq actually does EDM DJ shit too. If y'all don't know.
Well, last year, our supporting gathering, he did we got a Purdue University Northwest out here.
Yeah, he did some fun party and
He
shit.
did a party out here, dog. Like 20 minutes away from here.
Diesel,
But-
yeah, Diesel.
But hey, as Tom was saying though, man, like the DJ shit. Have you heard him fucking rapping?
Yeah, his rap is good too. Like he has. Yeah, I seen it. I heard his newest rap where he's in the car driving and shit.
Yeah,
That shit go hard.
There was like 2 or 3 flows I heard him recently that I was like, damn, all right, Diesel.
Yeah.
Going hard, bro. Shaq going hard. Like, don't sleep on Shaq, man.
Don't do your homework. Do your homework.
DJ Diesel. Yeah, he's super. I think he does Lost Land. He does Lost Lands like every year.
Yeah, that's what he does. He does Lost
And
Land.
him and Excision are like.
Imagine you just chilling, bro, and Shaquille O'Neal pulls up, bro.
Yeah,
he has to be super fun to party with, bro.
You look up and there's Shaq. Fucking 3.
You got to have a conversation with his dick when you talk to him, bro. Like
I
make
literally feel
eye
like
contact with his dick.
that might be the fucking thing.
Like, what's up?
Turn to leave the crowd and smash Shaq dick straight up right in the face.
I'm not scared of platforms.
Would you like be honored that you just got slapped by Shaq?
I tell everybody the rest of my life, dog, I turned around and boom, Shaq's dick hit me in the face. Through his and one basketball shorts that you can get up that fucking.
There'd be so much sexual tension in that bitch when I'm talking to him, bro. No, I'm just playing.
Oh, Shaq, man. You got a black guy because of Shaq. You just turn around.
You know what would be dope though is if they did have like a designated DJ stage at the gathering that no matter what time of day, where you are, you can go by there and know that you're gonna see something fresh because like there's so many of us now, you know, and like
they should have an open sign up, like bring your best type shit, showcase type shit, like a stage like that where it's like come fucking
like an open mic, bro, for real.
Yeah, but like for DJs, but I mean they can have an open mic too.
But think about it, like
I would much rather hear people try to DJ instead of rap.
I know that the setup stuff on main stage, but I feel like that's like on the main stage they should be having music like a DJ play from like 2 o'clock till the time of the motherfucking.
Well,
they do, don't they?
Like
no, because they'll do
host. They could
sound
also
check or whatever, but they usually don't start until like 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just have a DJ who plays and he fucking for 2 hours or whatever. They're just putting down music until the main stage.
Or like in between sets. You know how sometimes in between sets they play like the lamest shit. How about have
Well,
like,
now they'll do that though. Every year now they've been doing that. So they'll have like Dev, like be the DJ host.
I
They'll
helped
have,
I helped Dev pick out, not Dev asked me to help pick out some of the songs this year. So when y'all heard some E40 and some fucking Mac Dre playing, that was my picks and shit.
Dev, I texted Dev when he was on me. He was like, "Yo, Finetto,
Yeah.
Finito.
We were waiting for that Finito to play that Chief Keef, dog, but he was also he texted me back later on. Was like,
playing for that.
But I was like, dog, you
Bro.
should play that Finito, bro. That fucking Chief Keef, fucking that Chicago shit, dog.
Oh,
I
the
said it was
fucking
dog.
or the which one? Oh, the fucking what's that
The
song
Chief
called?
Keef, Finito.
Oh yeah, that should go hard.
That shit was like, shit, we told him like, yo, you need to play this shit. But
hell yeah. Oh, it's
yo,
nice.
shout out to Chaos.
It's nice to see that, you know, it's definitely growing, and it's because of technology too. You know, it's like technology's making DJing a whole lot easier and producing a whole lot easier. And I'm grateful as fuck because I'm not like a musical, you know.
I think it's tight that it, like, the easier it is, that's fine. Like, I'm not somebody that's like gonna judge somebody for not doing stuff like a traditional way. You know, like people always be like they have an opinion about people that rap with their vocals trackings on the song. It's just like, let people do whatever the fuck they want. If it sounds good, it sounds good.
Absolutely, man. Like, there's just so much dope shit, man. Like, do what you want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows the words anyway, so you can stop at pretty much any point in the song and just hold the mic out. And someone's gonna fucking know them lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers gonna be in there. Yo, when Bobby Blaze gets back, I heard we got another track that we're new track.
Another track that Goldie sent.
Another Goldie track.
Damn, what the fuck? This is a
Featured
surprise.
with a couple other. Goldie said we had his blessing. And I know you're featured on the song, sir. So do we have your blessing?
You have my blessing. I'm actually, yeah, my blessing.
Hey, we got 2 out of 3. Hey, and the third member might even be in the chair right now.
Oh
So
shit!
if
This
we
song's
got a
actually
certain
coming out.
blessing- If we got a certain blessing, we're gonna premiere it before
The premiere.
comes the premiere. Bobby said, hold on a second.
Before you play it, when's the next thing you have coming out? Sarah, Wr8thy.
So I have some stuff in the works. I don't want to talk too much about it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of just marinating on the mixes I have already. But yeah, I have a lot of ideas and a lot of things and a lot of cool shit that's coming. So you'll know about that.
Are you gonna? I would like to hear more ICP shit. Honestly, I know probably like I don't know how you feel about doing more ICP shit.
Yeah, well, that's like my number one. You know, is incorporating like the clowns into what I'm doing. You know, but it's like sprinkling Esham, sprinkling Dark
That's gonna go
Motive.
hard. Yeah.
You know, there's just so much. So I have a lot of
like, legit like what you're doing with the Wr8thy shit. You dropped the Hell's Pit, the I'm Low, the stuff. I think like even incorporating the newer talent too. You know what I'm saying? The Ouija Macc, the fucking Darby's, the fucking, and like you said. Even if you want Bobby Blaze, get on a little something that'd be dope as fuck too. You know what I'm saying? The Bridget Bites. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, that's Southwest Funk. I mean, come on.
Oh shit! I'd fucking cry. I would be so heartbroken.
Hey, we did see the chat pop off with the Bridget Bites Wr8thy remix. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But like, it'd be dope. Again, man, like we love seeing everybody vibe together, whether it's something that everybody's gonna like or something that a certain few are gonna like. Somebody's gonna like it.
There's a plethora of amazing underground fucking Juggalo music right now, and it's like I have my work cut out for me. You know what I mean? Like the possibilities are fucking endless, and I'm grateful because it feels like I'm diving into creek of soup right now.
I was having a combo. I forgot when we,
There's
like,
a lot of support and inspiration.
the
around
combo
it.
ended up like we're like in a
That's the
Juggalo
thing.
renaissance right now type shit. I
Yeah,
forgot.
absolutely. And that's what about the coach right now. Like Bob was saying, like, bro, there's a lot to like piggyback with the creativity with everybody flowing right now. Like there's hella music dropping.
Inspiring as well.
There's fucking videos, people doing content, whether it's us or Don Chaos,
Hella
Carnival
content.
Spirits, fucking
Yep.
whoever else is doing this shit. Like man, Humble Among, you know what I'm saying? The apps. But like there's so much dope shit that's going on right now that it's like it's hard to not like be inspired or be able to fucking piggyback off. I don't want to say like I don't really want to use that term piggybacking, but like everybody can carry each other. Like, hey yo, let's link up and do this.
Let's go all the way type beat.
Fired.
Hey, perfect. Let's go.
Ain't nobody jealous. Ain't nobody jealous. That's what I love about right now. There's no competition. Before, when I was rapping, there was a million motherfuckers trying.
Back in like
Right now,
the Mission Effect, like Mission Effect drone era, like where everybody was like really on each other's throats back then.
I love that Wr8thy said that. There's nobody jealous.
Hey, Waddy, sometimes I sit at the table, I'm like, yo, we need to like beat people up in those 17 death days or whatever the fuck again. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes motherfuckers just sometimes you recover.
I do.
Sometimes you gotta ruin DCG con for everybody. Like you said, you know what I'm saying?
I got nothing. I have nothing to say on that one.
Sometimes Juggalo's gotta remember that at the flick of a
at the end of the day, we can get shit shut down if we need to. All right, if y'all really want to play and y'all want to take care, we can shut shit down.
Until then, I love every single one of you, but just remember that at some point, the next greatest festival can get shut down in Denver, Colorado, because you got a lot.
Just always remember, we're fucking friendly, but don't come at us on some stupid shit.
Exactly.
Hey, I feel you. Hey,
the Juggalo's not a function.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Waddy. If you ever had a show in the Midwest with TeamMUJ's, that shit's gonna happen.
I would. I mean, that's what I would be in the Midwest for, is to kick it with y'all.
But we're not the ones that bring the drama. Somebody sees us and they're like, "Oh, these motherfuckers right here."
Oh yeah. No, there's like one head out there that I don't get along with still, but he ain't nobody special. So it's like, fucking. I feel like if I go out to a show out there, he might not say shit though, but
but otherwise the Juggalo shit is I'm like it's not like some good peaceful creative.
No, yeah, it's all love all around. I think it's dope that we can get along with each other and
room right now in this little chat
spread love and shit
with each other. You know what I'm saying? The swamp is deep, the creek is running. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to be proud of and shit. Like, for real, tonight was a really cool thing for us because we've been talking about this Wr8thy project for like I said, almost a year now. You know what I'm saying? I think like around I feel like sometime last year.
Yeah, I want to say December, January.
I dropped my first little remix late August last year, but the Shangri-La mix came out on November 5th, which was the 20th anniversary of the Wr8thy Shangri-La. So I kind of timed out perfectly, you know. So yeah, it's been a little over a year and it's been fucking awesome. And I really can't wait to see what the next year brings now that I am free to, you know, go to the gathering and juggle again. And my hiatus is over. So
yeah.
That's
great. That's
and
great.
Again, we're super hyped to see, you know what I'm saying, your personal life, your relationship status, everything getting put together.
That's big time. Yeah, you got your man here from out of the country and shit. That's fucking great.
I will say, I know she already said earlier that it was a hard and difficult, painful process, but listen, I've been fucking with her every step of the way, and I'm telling you, it was grueling. And even just from my perspective, it was so frustrating. I can only imagine like what the fuck.
Yeah, like I have to be my bestie and
you tell Leho, okay, TeamMUJ gives him the blessing and we can't wait to fucking
He's the best.
Hell yeah, I can't wait to meet him at the gathering and shit.
Friend with somebody like
Whatever fucking show we're gonna be at.
fucking good ass
I
person.
can't wait. That's gonna be such an epic moment, you guys. And he's been listening. He's in the other room watching. Like,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Like, I hope he's got a big smile from like ear to ear right now if he's listening in the other room. Because hey, homie.
Big
glad to
on more.
have you
Big on
home.
more.
Can't wait to fucking meet you. And
To your man.
it's gonna be a
and shit.
blast. I hope you're ready. I
oh,
hope
he's
you're
fucking ready. He
Because
was born ready.
it's a fucking rough turf, but
yeah,
right.
I'm fucking wait, bro. I can't fucking wait.
Catch him in the pit.
We won't take you for the ride.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm gonna. I can't wait to see that. Them in the pit. You know?
Yo, cheese bites.
Oh yeah.
Hey, oh, yeah, we can talk about
Did you see this? Shit. Did you see that one, Brittany?
I did. I made a face. I made a face at that. That's pretty fucking dope. And she's
There's some shit
already.
Sounds fucking delicious.
I just want to shout out the cheese bites record. We TeamMUJ's want to shout out the cheese bites record because
I want to eat some cheese bites.
I want to dip the cheese bites in the soup and then eat that.
Yo, we dripping cheese bites in carnival soup and
I'm hungry.
I'm saying straight cheese curds.
Just wait. I'm so fucking stoked.
Oh, we're hyped too because that originated here. The whole cheese bites should originate at TeamMUJ.
Hell yeah.
Cheese bites. That's a good one. Oh yeah.
God, we're just so different.
Yeah, shit, I forgot. We do have. Oh, did it send that?
We got a couple blessings.
All right, so yeah, look, man, this has been a fucking super dope episode. And before we get out of here, we want to tease one more whole ass leak in here because Frankie Goldie's feeling generous today. He wants to make sure that everybody loves him as much as they do Waddy, you know what I'm saying? So he's blessing us with this track today.
Hey, Waddy gave us the blessing too.
So we're about to run this junta. You guys gonna catch us?
Wait. Cheese is in the house. Cheese, do we have
shit.
your blessings to run this next episode? We got 2 out of 3 cheese. We need trifecta.
We're trying to run this brand new track.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Here in the motherfucking
I
chat.
can't wait to hear this. I've never heard this before.
Me neither.
We're trying to hear this track right now. Right here. Right now. I'll be the web show.
As we close out.
Before we get out of this motherfucker.
Fantastic. Web show. What do you say?
And we run the cheese. We run this motherfucker, right?
Cheese, I know you're in here. And let me see Death Destroyer anymore. It says Cheese House.
Yes, that's
I want to
That's how we know it's
put the cheese wedges in the chat. Right now. For cheese.
Hey, Cheese said I co-sign all MUJ actions.
Yeah. Same. Big same.
You guys are watching this panel right now. Legendary shit happening here.
Legendary. We got Wr8thy in the building. We got fucking Acetone Boogie in the building. We got fucking Bridget Vice in the building. We got fucking Cheese House.
Acid Toes Boogie.
Acid toes.
Yeah.
Acid Toes in the house.
Big family United, let's fight it out.
Oh, look at hell yeah.
And we got the puppet picture of the dog.
Oh, that's funny.
That's Maple. Wait, is that Archie?
Yeah, it's Archie.
Archie friend. Hi, buddy.
Brand new.
Archie's wagging his tail because he's ready to hear it.
This brand new track right here. This is another epic collab.
Hey,
You guys, hey, Waddy, when is this dropping officially?
This drops officially, I believe, Wednesday. This coming up Wednesday, the 27th, and on all streaming platforms. And yeah.
Running it right now. Then. Let's get it. This is the Weekly Web Show. 2 premieres, 1 night. What the fuck?
Hey.
Holy shit, we love you guys.
I can't hear it. Is it playing?
Give me a sec. Yeah, give me a
all
second.
right. My bad.
Something on here. Let me check. You like the chest.
Like that's here and what's going on?
Oh, we're good. It's good. We're good.
That's
All right, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I don't know what was happening.
Yeah.
Love you, what?
Don't be quiet, people. We're coming back. We're here.
There we go. Yeah, my bad. Here we go.
That's me, like all year, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna play the different ways. So we got it. This way I can play the art. So, oh, that's not. Yeah, guys, thank you for dealing with any kind of problems we had tonight. It's been a great show. Before we actually do our full closeout, we're running this new one here right now.
Damn, Jekyll Bros version of this hat. That's tight.
Yeah, that is tight. That's a cool ass.
I got Carnival Carnage ski mask.
Oh, sick. Oh, yeah. I used to have the amazing Juggalo Brothers ski mask, but I lost it after Florida Juggalo Day. I got too fucked up.
I think Trizz blessed me with that shit for my birthday. Last year, like the year prior.
All right,
all right, here he goes. Yeah, it just has a long intro.
Yeah, okay. Black Rose on an all-gold Rolls Royce. I'ma stay going in cause I'm pro-choice. Shout out broke boys, they ain't making no noise. I'm a dope boy, shout it, I'm a dope boy. Bright and early, they be playing with their nose, boy. Bitch, I'm riding dirty, if you know I pack a chrome toy. You are now rocking with the best, no more decoys. Let that missile hit you, search and destroy.
Don't nobody fuck with you. You like to run your mouth, I might end up just punching you. I'm trying to swipe your face off and make your life uncomfortable. You ain't a real psychopath, what you frontin' for? I be with Frankie and he got the walkie. You riding with Ruby and she got the Glocky. I got my machete, I'm swinging and chopping through all of these idiots, turning and gawking. I'm a beast, I'm a savage animal, I'm a gorilla. Lose my mind up in the pit and I will tear you apart.
Kid got a problem with me, send that bitch to fly and tell him meet me where I be. Still waiting. Keep a cripple golden gorillas all on my bed. This ain't no jug, this a bomb threat. I know where the body's at. Every side up in the bag. Every side up in the bag. You gon' be that damn sure. How you got no cold signs with 30 collabs? So why you weed still packed like crack and niggas all bags?
And those cuts. Hell yeah. Yo, those cuts were actually done. Devro did those cuts and shit.
So gas, bro. Straight up, bro.
Amazing.
Hey, she's went hard.
She's Ruby
Yo,
put in
Wadi,
work.
though, you popped on that shit.
That was so
Yeah,
sick.
Thanks. I
Mark
appreciate
that.
it.
Like, Monty was like,
I was really on one that day for sure.
I can tell. I can tell. Like,
Yeah, that was epic.
Yeah.
oh, that shit was hard. Hey, so y'all got today 2 exclusives.
That's 2 Gloom Unit exclusives. Off of comment.
Oh man.
The carnival provides.
Love them both too. Like, fucking.
We have another one.
They had that G Unit tattoo back in 2003. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bro, we have another one called Judgment Day. I don't know when Judgment Day is coming out, but that shit is fucking insane. Frankie actually spit like the hardest verse I've ever heard in my entire life on that song. Fucking he goes crazy on that shit.
No, y'all feeling it.
Y'all just made a motherfucker want to get back in and doing this shit. I'm only doing features though. I'm not doing.
That's good, bro. You can be the feature king, bro.
I'll do a feature with you, dog. I'll do a feature with you and Goldie. I'll do a feature on Gloom Unit.
Oh, needs that for sure.
Do it.
For real. I ain't joking.
I'll do a feature on something. I still was trying to feature. He sent me a song like months ago, like I said, but I'm just waiting for the song.
Hell yeah. But yo, it's been dope. I'm gonna hop off here. I'll catch you guys. I gotta go.
All right, thank you for blessing us with the Gloom Unit.
Yeah, thanks for kicking it and chopping it up, all y'all. Much love.
Much love, homie.
Shout out Boo Clan.
Yo, this was fucking great. I definitely appreciate you stopping through and spending 3 hours with us tonight here on the weekly.
3.5 hours.
Fuck yeah. No, this has been such a great fucking time. Thank you again so much for having me. I can't wait to kick it with y'all in real life. All 4 of you. I miss you.
That's all we want.
I miss you so much.
I miss you too.
I was going to even hug too.
Group hug.
No, 100%. This was cool as fuck. Thank you for spending the time with us tonight. And like I said, this was just the first one. I feel like we got to bring you back on, and everyone's gonna want us to. I know everyone always wants us to do like real interview type shit. This is probably the most questions I've asked on motherfuckers anyway. I try to do like a mix between chill and Nardwar, where I'm like, I'll bring up all the coolest shit from your past if I have to, but I don't really why talk about it when I feel like the way that we do this shit is a little bit like this would be more fun, no pressure.
No, I love this, and I'll tell you what. The next time I'm ready to drop a mix or a song or something new, I'm gonna fucking let you guys premiere it. So.
Hell yeah, we appreciate that, man. We love new shit for the drugs, man. And,
yeah.
We got lucky.
Again, thank you for kicking it with us. You've been here almost 3.5 hours. You know what I'm saying? And we had to do a lot of dope shit. Got pretty deep into a lot of the shit. We had 2 fucking super dope features that aren't supposed to come out for another week or
I don't know, like you can only get that soup in certain ways now. If you bought that Wr8thy shirt on the last drop, that's the only way you get that soup, and you'll get that new Analyst in the Attic in the next couple of days.
Wednesday.
Until then, follow Wr8thy on all social media. Right now, the best place to find your music is SoundCloud, right?
Yeah, I have a few things on Bandcamp. It's weird with copyrights. Some things I can't even get on SoundCloud because of copyrights. So Bandcamp and SoundCloud are the 2 places to find my music right now.
There you go.
But we'll put the links for both those in this, so whoever's catching the rewatch later or wants to go back to this video can grab the links.
Oh yeah, shout out Frankie Goldie's fucking Juggalo.
God, I was just talking about Juggalo on the belly, and that is the coolest one in the world. So
we're all getting them now.
It must have hurt, bro.
We're all about to hit up Baby Ghoul.
That's the coolest shit ever.
We're all about to hit up Baby Ghoul and get a tatting on my belly.
Hey, seriously though, shout out Frankie Goldie, shout out Acid Toes Boogies.
Acid Toes.
Bridget, thank you for popping up in here too. We hope to see you real soon as well.
Fucking episode.
Hey, it is spooky season. I seen Jake Frankie Goldie said Judgment Day next month is spooky season. If you didn't notice, Bobby Blaze is rocking the Wr8thy fucking.
I was rocking the Wr8thy first, with the Halloween shit.
And I had to pull out the old orange Gutter Baby, Ouija Macc, Halloween edition. You know what I'm
Spooky
saying?
season has started,
Spooky
so
season has started.
we'll be kicking it off. We'll be going to some haunted houses. In 2018, that was the last time that I made a video for my Halloween horror movie marathon. I told you guys in that video I wouldn't do it every year because that would get boring as fuck. But this year it's coming back. The Halloween movie marathon with Bobby Blaze. So not quite 31 movies, but like Monday through Friday type week. You know, so in different categories like I did back in 2018. That'll be spooky season shit. We're watching horror movies together. We can't wait to see everybody on the next one. I think we'll be trying to hit up that Two Dope tour
in Indianapolis
in October.
And the Revelations in West Chicago.
Right now, I have tickets on hand for the Revelations tour in West Chicago, November 3rd. They're like $15 a piece. Get a hold of me, lock them in now. They will go quick. Get them now a month or 2 months in advance or whatever. I can't wait to do that. That's probably like the next show that I'll do. And then after that, we announce another show that I have before.
We'll probably see a couple of these shows coming up, right? You said the West Chicago shows. We got fucking Indianapolis for the Two Dope tour, the second leg with Hex and Lardy B. So we'll probably catch that. Hopefully, what is that? 28th?
Yeah.
Yeah, 28th. Shaggy Two Dope shit?
No, that's around your birthday.
So what is 28th?
28th is Ouija Revelation.
Oh, sure. Okay, so
that's in Indianapolis. So
Revelations is the 28th. If we don't make it,
it wasn't a cat crossing the road. But like Darby is reminding me that the next Strange, Dark, and Mysterious episode is coming in October. And I don't know, depending on the way that Wr8thy answers this question, maybe we'll invite her back even for that. But who's Big Mike?
Who is it?
Who is Big Mike?
I don't know. Who's Big Mike?
I thought I saw a tweet that was related that you had posted this out that is a huge conspiracy theory that would probably get us taken off of YouTube.
We're about to find out how big who the fuck Big Mike is here.
Now I'm curious.
I think it involves the former First Lady of the United States.
Okay. I was like,
I just want to address something real quick. There's a lot of hate in this room right now from Bobby. Talking about the fucking cat.
It was not a cat, bro. You guys are fucking ridiculous.
I never seen
it. Was not a cat. Cats aren't see-through. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, I ain't never seen a cat.
maybe it was a ghost of a cat. Maybe it was a ghost of a cat.
If anything, that's what it was. I'm sure, but it was not a living cat. Fucking TPC's lying. I can see Darby talking this shit, but TPC's only saying because Darby's saying that. You know what I'm saying? You guys will see that video more in the future, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, back to the Big Mike thing.
Say that comment out there. Don't let Darby fucking ruin this shit.
Yeah, back to Big Mike though. I can definitely talk a little bit about that at some point in the Strange, Dark, and Mysterious. Because yeah, dude, this is a fucking creepy conspiracy shit with that.
We're getting fucking Mr. Baker and Wr8thy to talk about Big Mike, fucking chef's guy, and fucking Obama's presence. We're getting fucking taken off of YouTube. I'm just gonna sit back and fucking look flabbergasted, dude.
Don't tell that story anywhere else. When we do the Strange, Dark, and Mysterious episode, everybody in flannels.
Yep.
We're fucking on our trucking cab, Darby went to a trucking cab shit.
It was just 14th or so around that. I don't know.
But yeah, man.
Flashlight under the chin.
Yeah, flashlights under the chin, candles on the table type shit. We about to be on some real shit. Like, don't tell that story nowhere else until we come back.
I don't know. I really want to talk about the.
No, we're gonna talk about it.
I just on the Twitter feed. I was like, all right, I'm gonna sneak this in here at some point, and depending on how she answers this question.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, but hey, girl, much love. Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Much love. Thank you so much for having me. Y'all have a wonderful night.
Yo, thumbs up for the Wr8thy shit. If you haven't yet, go stream that shit, man. SoundCloud, you can find most of that shit. Bandcamp. Bandcamp, Bandcamp and SoundCloud, where you can find both of Wr8thy's mixes.
Oh shit. EC Juggalo, for real, he brings up the fucking ding doll. Hey, we didn't ask Wr8thy if she knows about the ancient Ecuadorian witchcraft.
Yeah, Toby, I know all about Toby.
Yeah, there you go. That's for the next episode. That's for the Strange Dark and Mysterious.
There's a lot of Ecuadorian fucking quotes and Juggalo.
Yeah.
I bet there is.
There is.
Wr8thy, real quick, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Just thank you guys. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you, fucking Acetone. Thank you, Frankie Goldie, for blessing us with those songs. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you to everyone that's been bumping my mixes. Hit up my socials at Wr8thy. And yeah, stay tuned. There's a lot of fucking fresh shit cooking. So woo woo. Much love, y'all.
Much love. Love you, Wr8thy.
Love you.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap up. Thank you too, Bridget, for coming on here. You know, it's always love, Bridget, every day. You know what I'm saying? So we'll talk to you guys.
Always. You guys are the best. Thank you.
All right, much love. We'll talk to you real soon.
Peace.
Peace.
Big Wr8thy hours.
That shit was big gas, yo. Man, hey, Coronella out this fucking weekend. Keep running the streams up on that shit. Juggalo history every fucking day. We are living it. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking good time to be a Juggalo. Much love.
I say that a lot, but it really is.
100%.
It really is.
Fucking great time to be a Juggalo.
It feels great to be a fucking Juggalo.
T-shirts were supposed to ship today. I left the stickers at Jiggy's house last weekend when they were dying. Stickers in these dope ass bags are getting mailed out on Monday. Stickers, shirts, and a dope ass bag being mailed out Monday to everyone who pre-ordered T-shirts. Again, sorry for the delay. Tonight was fun as fuck. Shout out, hell yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We fucking love you all. You know what I'm saying? It's so dope to fucking come back here and kick it with you guys week after week. Big ups to Wr8thy being our first official, like, brand new guest for this motherfucking season. Plus, bro, we ate soup, motherfucker. Yo, we ate soup, dog, and that shit was so good. I didn't try to take away from Anna's in the edit, but I feel like we almost shouldn't have done both in the show because soup was so fucking good and everyone was so hungry for it.
We should have
soup, you know. You'll never hear soup anywhere outside of here until you get that, unless you got that acetone shit though. If you didn't get Acetone's bootleg shirt, then you fucked up because you're not getting the soup unless you hear it here on the Weekly Webshow. But Anna's in the Attic drops on motherfucking Windy Wednesday. You guys keep that shit, you know what I'm saying? Throw the Acetone Ruby Cheese up in that motherfucker. Shout out to everybody. Man, shout out Batman and Local Clown Crew, Juggalo Grill. Put it down for Juggalos. Man, I've been thinking about that ninja all week since seeing him Monday. He's been doing this shit selflessly for so many years. Sits out there and cooks and shit for you guys, you know what I'm saying?
Straight up, like,
doesn't take money when you tip them either.
No. Hey, Local Clown Crew, man, have been down with TeamMUJ's since back in the day.
That motherfucker's like my grandpa, dog.
What I'm saying?
I love that motherfucker.
Big shout out to Batman.
He was super cool to my son, bro, and he was like, yeah, it was just
shout out to Batman, shout out to fucking Local Clown Crew, shout out to fucking Camp One and Station Net. Shout out to all the motherfuckers, man, that stay putting it down at these Midwest shows, you know what I'm saying? They're actually
shout out to Johnny White Sox,
the Juggalo Grill,
cool as fuck.
Fago Dogs, man, just
man.
There's a whole bunch of dope shit going on right now in this jug world, and you need to be a bone.
Shout out to TBC, shout out Ivy Killer,
shout out to Ivy,
man, shout out to fucking EC Jug, everybody in the chat tonight.
Hey, Sis, Darby,
Sis out there, bro. Shout out Sis, love them.
Walter Soul,
Acid Toads,
fucking
cheese. Yo, everybody, Bridget, everybody give it this bitch. Like I said, go back. Listen to that Super Loop. There was up in there. Sal was in there. John Chas was up in there. Shout out to John Cass. Hey, peep the motherfucking Wr8thy fucking hours of chaos, bro. Fucking, you know, like, that's just so dope, bro. Like Juggalos, we gotta do this shit more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're a whole network here.
Hey, spread love, man. Like, it was dope within a week, Wr8thy did, got chaos.
That's why I know.
Pushing it.
I hate to put us in any discussion or whatever, but even like what we did for the gathering this year, we tried to do 3 different podcasts in 1 week. That's it. So that there'd be 3 to put out the word for what everything we were doing at the gathering. And I feel like in this community, like if you're releasing an album or whatever, kind of should, like especially at certain levels.
Do a podcast from it.
Do a podcast from it.
Hey,
Lock them
whether,
in.
hey,
Hit us up. Hit up Don Gas. Hit up Humble Amount. Hit up whoever's out.
if you don't fuck with us, invite us. Keep doing YouTube. Yours.
Yeah, we keep saying that too. TeamMUJ wants to invite outside their podcast then too, so get us out there and talk some Juggalo shit. But without any more, man, 3.5 hours in, you know how it is. I'm your boy Bobby Blaze.
I'm your boy Jiggy Fresh.
I'm Brez.
Yeah, teammate.
Fuck the president.
One time.
President.
Throw them dubs up for Wr8thy. Thank you, Wr8thy, for coming to kick it with us. Big dubs up for Wr8thy.
Dead president.
Big jump shit.
We gotta call him Dead President. Hey, much love. We'll see you guys on the next weekly web show.
It's the weekly wicked web show with TeamMUJ. Family united, not divided, let me hear you say. It's the weekly wicked web show with TeamMUJ. Family united, not divided, let me hear you say. It's the weekly wicked web show. It's the weekly wicked web show.